The following podcast contains opinion and commentary protected under the First Amendment and fair use, as well as public records and freedom of information laws. The content may include adult themes, adult concepts, and adult language not suitable for all audiences. For the safety of all, no viewer should ever engage with, interact with, seek out, or contact in any way persons being discussed, including those under criminal prosecution, and especially those that state,
I felt like I've gone and killed somebody!
Viewer discretion is advised.
Step inside, take a seat, let the stories feed your soul. Hear the echoes, find the patterns, every truth, each hidden role. From the bench to the whispers, where the gavel takes its toll. There's a rhythm in the verdict, echoes from the cubby hole. Echoes, echoes from the cubby hole, where justice swings and stories unfold. Echoes, echoes, feed your soul. We're talking truth from the cubby hole.
Welcome everyone back to my channel and your favorite little cubbyhole on the internet. Yes, I know. It seems like just yesterday we were here talking about other things, but here we were, and so is this guy. Fuck, I fucked it up already.
Nice. Good job.
The fan favorite, Jeep Daddy himself. Sweet God. I'm glad it's the weekend already.
Bless your little heart.
and to make matters worse, I realized not only did I stumble on that one, I have screwed up my new Discord too, so I've got to start over. Llama's going to think I'm silly.
Well,
It's like, why am I not getting the verification code? And then I stare at it for 2 days trying to figure it out. Then I went, oh, you dumbass. You dumbass. You put one letter in Gmail in the wrong spot.
oh, good job.
I can't fix that easily because now I can't even remember my stupid password. So it's like, damn it.
And who doesn't reach out to me to help with these sorts of things?
You can't remember my password for me. So either it'll come to me in the middle of the night, as things often do, or it won't, and I'm screwed. I'm like, okay, okay, forget it. I shouldn't be trying to figure this stuff out 5 minutes before a show.
No.
So no, I feel silly. I feel silly, and I've got egg on my face because I can't run a Discord. And I don't understand why we have to never have an option of, okay, if you've got it in there, why can't you see the letters you've typed in? It's just always, security coded out. I know there's like some paranoid reason for some people, but no one's looking over at my shoulder. There's no one peering over me other than my non-existent conscience. To steal my deets for login. So it's like, can we have some option that if we want to look at what we've typed, because I have fat fingers, folks. It's true. I have fat fingers, and sometimes they miss a letter, and if all you get is dots, and you're like, why isn't this working? It's just awful.
You just
That's
use
awful.
a password manager. I've been telling you that for a while now.
I don't trust this one because I don't like how it works. I just don't like it. Because it wants to auto-generate a 19-digit thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Because
God
my passwords
forbid.
are 50 characters.
Well, I know. God forbid I need to log in from somewhere else. I'm not going to remember it.
You don't have to. That's why the thing remembers it for you.
Not if I'm using a different device somewhere else and it's not on my
you log into
password.
you log into the same thing and it remembers it for you.
Okay, we'll have to
You
talk
learn.
about that later.
Oh my God.
This IT professional...
Your IT professional moment brought to you by
Deep Daddy and his cybersecurity professional opinions.
You need to come up with like a shell company for your IT services.
Trust me, I've been thinking about it.
Jeep Daddy
Especially
Inc.
when corporate daddy was not,
Yeah, when things were looking pretty dicey for Corporate Daddy. Well,
Yeah.
for you from Corporate Daddy.
Yes. And I mean, that's probably not going to change. It just won't be as toxic as it was.
Thank God.
Ah,
Well, you know,
I was
onward and
insufferable,
upward,
folks.
paddle your canoe a little further down Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, that's all we do.
I know.
what we can do.
I've used that joke before, but in a different context. It was much funnier that day when I used it, but never mind. I only got a 73 sleep score today, so it could go either way tonight. It could.
That's better than the last time that we were delinquents in the middle of the night that, was partially in Llama's fault. Or
I
wait,
know.
actually, that was all my fault because I encouraged them all to show up here.
You did.
Yeah, okay, I'll still take ownership of that. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's
you
still better.
can own that one.
Yeah.
It turned into a high water mark for at least this month. So, at least for me, I've stopped listening to it now. So it's like, okay, I'm over it. I was funny. Good. Check. Ding. Next.
Well,
Okay,
look,
how do
didn't
I
score any much
how do I
higher than
maintain
you.
an audience as we change subjects?
You didn't score that much lower than me. I only got 85 points last night.
I see. I still don't know how it allocates points. The stratum and metrics for a sleep score still escapes me a little bit. It's just like, I don't know. Okay, it's secret apple herbs and spices. I'm not going to question it.
Yeah,
Bruce is
they do what they
already
do.
running to Llama's defense, saying justice for Llama.
Yeah. People were running to Buffy's defense on in chat earlier today, which I thought was absolutely hilarious.
I heard your name come up. I was not watching chat because I was, trying to look like I was working while I was on site. So I couldn't giggle out loud. I couldn't do anything that would catch the ire of the boss and, have him breathing down my neck or just start talking my ear off because for some reason, it seems he thinks I need to be constantly giving him my undivided attention anytime he makes noises.
He's kind of a man-child, and he makes a lot of noises, let me tell you.
What do you do? As long as I'm still getting paid, I can't rock the boat too much. So there's that. Are you ready for this one? This is precious. This is delightful. It's delicious. It's 31 minutes and 54 seconds, which means it should take us about an hour and 42, if my math is correct.
I was going to say 3 hours, but
I have already heard this a number of times, so it's unfortunately it's not fresh for me. Not anymore. I couldn't help it. As soon as I heard it dropped, I'm like, because we had sort of the high level highlights from our other online social media friends who gave their notes about what they heard in the hearing.
Mm-hmm.
My God, hearing what they actually said and how it was said is a revelation. And if there aren't people shitting bricks in the Owens compound, ranch, and casita, it should be. Because when the judge starts throwing out words like fraud and contempt in a hearing and directing them at a specific person, I should sure the hell hope she's paying attention, but I have a feeling she's not. And I'm here for that. I'm ready for the face plant right in front of the U.S. justice system. Just wham! And for an almost 70-year-old woman, that might do some damage.
live on his stream, folks. That goes frothing at the mouth.
Well, I was listening a bit. Lauren covered it earlier, and then Tiff, Bacon, Patrick, and Lauren for a minute. Also talked about it following that. So they were on for, I don't know, almost 2 hours, I think. So I didn't hear all of it. I was trying to do some shopping and some other stuff, and it was cutting in and out. So I didn't catch all of it, but I caught most of the salient chunks. So, I mean, it's not new to me, but hearing everyone going on about it, when I was listening to it by myself, I was trying to stifle the squeeze. I was like, oh my God, she did not say that. Oh, yes, she did. Oh, yes, she did. And Patrick, because he's an attorney. Yeah, I mean, he may sort of denigrate himself slightly by calling himself the lol cow lawyer, but he's not an idiot.
No, he speaks intelligently and
insightful.
presents well. Yeah.
He's quite insightful, and he said, there's really no way out for where they're going with this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you're already being besmirched in chat. Look at that.
Uh-oh. A challenge to what, honey?
I don't know. Let's see.
Is it my background you're upset about?
I see. I didn't even have time to dig that up. Isn't that darling?
It is wonderful.
We've got a selection of the most adorable backgrounds thanks to Amos.
Yes.
She is so sweet. She sent us several things. What, 3 or 6 or I forget how many now. Well, no, more than that if you include the first 2 little cute things she sent us. So it's like 8 or 9. She's been busy. I should get her to I should hire her somehow. We need to grow the channel more so I can pay for some staff. I need some staff to make some thumbnails for me. That's the next step.
This bitch can't even pay me for my time, but I need staff. Oh,
well, I'm not
God.
getting paid. Well, you know, once we build things enough, then maybe we can actually draw some money out of the damn thing.
Maybe.
I mean, if Reckless Ben can, I don't know, how is he paying for stuff? See, he's got 1.9 million, did I say last night? Now I can't even remember.
I don't remember either.
He's getting money from somewhere because now he's paying for like federal lawyers, you know, and all that stuff. It's just wild. It's like, where's he getting his money? He's making money. He's making money. That Reckless Ben is making the banks and the banknotes. So yeah, I'm envious, but I still can't get YouTube to do what I want it to for financing what we do get from all of our kind donations. But okay, one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we know Llama doesn't make much money. She told us so. I am here out of the goodness of my heart, people.
And so far, I'm thoroughly in debt if I look at a P&L table for just my participation in this whole, because once again, I will remind everybody
I won't tell
that
you how
Echoes
far
has
in the red I am.
forced me to buy a bunch of audio gear. Because again, he bitched about my AirPods.
Yes, I was putting you in a restraint, and I was threatening to dislocate your shoulder, like poor Reckless Ben. God, if I had that kind of strength, I'd be proud of myself.
I'd be proud of you too.
Yeah. Oh, so are you ready for this nonsense?
Oh, I think so. I've got my drinks lined up. Let's die.
Should we skip the half hour of rambling preamble and get right to it?
But I know that like our fans like that, but we'll do it throughout. How about that?
Well, we'll see. I mean, the energy level's a little bit on the low side today. The barometer's falling, which means my energy level tanks. I don't want to get into the science of it, but I've just started learning about it. I'm like, oh my God, that's why I'm always starting to have headaches anytime the barometer falls. I'm lucky. I'm cursed. I'm cursed. Damn it.
Deb, no, I have not heard this.
No, he's new. So
he
Jeep Daddy will give you the fresh takes, unlike absolutely everyone else who's already talked about it today.
Like the last person in the fucking universe that's seen this
Everyone
video.
was skipping around and doing cartwheels earlier, and now I'm like, okay, well, this is like iteration number 4 for me. I think I'm over it already.
And folks,
but it's worth it.
I am well equipped. I'm ready.
It's worth it to mark the circus, because this is going to turn into a circus. I don't see anywhere else for it to go. I mean, even Patrick was saying, with what she says, I mean, she's admitted to committing 3 crimes in this. I mean, and even if she tries to, okay, you know what? Let's just play this, because there are requirements the court requires, and shit's getting real now. It's getting very real. And the judge, Wansley, I forget how you pronounce it. Forgive me. Oh, it's right there. Judge Madeline C. We'll say Wansley. We'll say Wansley. There's no I in there. And she's not having it. She's not having it. Bruce, I highly recommend, if you like things that are artistic and visually engaging, like a Galileo thermometer and accompanying accoutrement, which for me means a closed vessel barometer. So actually it works backwards. The level goes up when the barometric pressure drops, and it goes down when it increases, because it's a sealed vessel. I like it. It's a picture of the earth, and it's got a little spout. It almost looks like a glass teapot, but it's sealed, and you kind of, yeah, it sits on my bookshelf. And in the middle, I've got a hygrometer. So it's a nice little package. It was kind of a couple's gift one Christmas, and thank God I got rid of that other half. Never mind. We'll digress into relationship problems.
I was about to say, which half did you get rid of? Or why haven't you burned all of it? I don't know.
It was a present from my parents, and I wasn't going to get rid of it because I always wanted one. They had one. And it was just one of those things they picked up on. Oh, we got you guys this for Christmas. Like, oh, I love it. I mean, it doesn't give me accurate temperatures necessarily, and it's got a narrow range because there's only about 6 different floats that are tagged with temperature, and they go up by 2 or 3 degrees. So, I mean, it gives me an idea how cold it is in the house. And when they're all at the top, it's time to turn on the heat. When they're all at the bottom, it's time to turn on the cubbyhole cooler.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it works. Yeah. And Ivy says, I'm feeling the same. I almost tapped my fill for today. I know, and I couldn't wait because Jeep Daddy's busy tomorrow. I'm probably busy tomorrow, unless Jeep Daddy changes his mind. And then there's Saturday. I intend on eating some hot dogs at some point. I might go watch some boats. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm doing Saturday yet. Have you? Oh, yes, you have. You're going off to see family.
Yeah, I think there's going to be family in the afternoon, and but that I might go look at a house.
Oh, I saw a for sale sign not far from where I was working today, and I went, do I send this to him or not? Maybe not. It's probably too populated for you.
Maybe.
I mean, it looked like a good chunk of property because I couldn't even see the house. It was just a long driveway. Disappeared behind a bunch of bushes.
Well, that might work.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if it's where you want to be. But be that as it may.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. Carol was saying Mr. Carol was laughing like a hyena listening to this between work today. Oh, that's precious. He has some legal opinions and thoughts. Oh, well, thanks to Mr. Carol. Yes, feel free to share those, Mrs. Carol. By all means, we are all ears for what Mr. Carol, the practicing attorney, may happen to say today. We are all ears indeed. I mean, we've heard Patrick's take. I wonder if, I don't know. Omar might join in someone's conversation at some point, but I think he's kind of over talking about this on his channel.
I only watched about an hour of Llama and Buffy, and they were not covering this. They were covering some other
No, they were talking about
nonsensical
historical stuff.
Yeah. But the rehashing of all the things again and again and again.
This is the danger. This is the danger of, trying to play catch up. It's like, okay, well, you can touch on it, but you're planning your show. It's like, we've got like 3 hours of Gingras and Laura blogs and Medium articles to talk about today. We've kind of done that a little bit already, and you're over that already. Although I think I could spend weeks just reading stuff in Laura Owens' voice.
Yeah,
oh,
you
is
probably
Tiff here
could.
too? I'm not watching chat again, as usual. Hey, Tiff. Thanks so much for your coverage today, and thanks for having all the guys and gals on. It's nice to hear Bacon and Patrick and everybody covering things, and it's great fun to see you all together. Thank you. And of course, Tiff, as always, my God. You are a godsend, just like I told Jack Fox today. I listened to Jack Fox talk about this, too, because Jack picked out some certain phrases, and I'll see if I can remember them as we go by. The talk about where the money did and didn't go, that's kind of important to key in on, folks. So, Jack Fox of Never a True Word has already made his entry into this saga for today. So everybody anybody has already hit on this who wants to touch on it. I'm sure there'll be others, because how can you not? Unless you're being chronological, and to those who like to be chronological, I have problems with that sometimes. I lean in that direction, but when there's breaking news, I can't help it. It's just
and
like
when he
I
has
think
an
I was
opportunity
talking
to
about.
torture me and give me only 12 minutes warning that he's going to go do live.
Well, I didn't know this was going to drop today. That's why I sent it to you earlier. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. And I'm not sure how many hours went by before you saw that text.
Yeah.
Because I sent you the YouTube of this thing.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't.
See how concerned he is for my welfare, folks.
You see how he twists shit and makes things all fucking weird? Like, or maybe he's
Ivy
over on
says,
that
shut
side.
up and get the show going. All right. Okay, we've stalled enough now, haven't we?
Okay.
It is good. There's a little bit of dead air right at the beginning, but then it kicks off. It is in 2-channel stereo, so if you have problems with your audio and you're only hearing one thing or the other, you may have to diversify and have 2-channel audio, because a lot of the court is in the left channel, a lot of the responses from the participants are in the right channel. It was a little bit awkward. I didn't have time to mix it down, so it is what it is. But we thank all the best research and timelines, Hey Bales and Just Jen and the whole crew over there for their incredible, dare I say, timely diligence in getting this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think we'd have this till next week because holiday. You know, I'm sure feds are shut down yesterday. Like, oh, okay, if the holiday's Thursday, we're going to close all the government services like Wednesday. So the fact that they got this so quickly is just extraordinary. So our thanks and praise to them as well as others. I don't know if Schnitzel has posted this or not yet. I haven't looked, but she may have it too. So to our regular sources who get these things, thank you so much to them. Because we'd have nothing to talk about if there wasn't this stuff. So it's marvelous. If only we could get the bricks and minifigs people to get on the same train. Is that what I'm trying? I'm done. God. I'm done. Okay, let's play.
Naylor and Ronald Owens.
Good afternoon. I'll take the appearances in the Naylor and Owens matter. Let's first start with the debtors.
Can I what?
Can you hear it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am Elizabeth Naylor Owens, appearing pro se, along with my husband, Ronald Stephen Owens, also pro se.
Thank you.
And I'm Ronald Owens.
All right. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'll take other appearances, please.
Is it a good afternoon? I don't think so. Or are you? I just watched Hobbit the other day. I'm going to digress already, folks. Just it's too bad.
Not my
too
fault.
Bad.
For the record,
No,
not my fault.
No, too bad. Good morning. Are you saying it is a morning to be good on, or that's what I'm thinking when they said this. Good afternoon. Is it good? Is it an afternoon to be good on? Okay, there we go. That's my.
Oh, Ms. Jamo, you're muted.
Sorry about that. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jennifer Giamo on behalf of the United States Trustee.
Thank you. Good afternoon. All right. Any other appearances?
No.
Nope. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. This was the time set for the court to consider on a continued basis the debtor's emergency motion to extend the automatic stay. Since that last hearing, well, let me just roll back and say that at the last hearing, the court did temporarily extend the stay under 105 and 362 and directed that the debtors complete their filings in this case. There were schedules and statements filed, but they were replete with error. And
Replete with error.
With error. Brilliant.
Oh, not only replete with error, but replete with missing information entirely.
Mm-hmm.
So I suppose if you condense it all down, that's replete with error. But it gets better. I promise, folks, it gets better. Most of you already know that. I'm preaching to the choir.
also, the debtors need to provide information to the Office of the U.S. Trustee. That date has come and gone, and the last I checked, there were no papers on the docket to satisfy those requirements. I did, however, see that the debtors filed a motion to dismiss this case. They lodged an order of dismissal, and the Office of the U.S. Trustee filed a limited objection. I do see from the docket that the trustee's office has continued the.
Yes.
That's terribly, wow.
They can't get anything done right.
Well,
They can't. They just can't. They're defective. They're absolutely defective.
oh, we can't fill this out. We've been chastised to fill it out. We haven't filled it out in a timely manner, but let's just dismiss it.
Because
Okay.
the point was never to actually honestly file bankruptcy. It was
of course
just
not.
to it was just to delay their house being yanked out from under them like they rightfully deserve. That's all. Well, I mean, that's not all.
Well,
They're also trying to. They're so stupid.
they're
so
completely
stupid. They have
fucking
no
stupid.
idea that the second you start filing bankruptcy and the feds start sniffing around your finances, they might find some problems.
Maybe.
Especially if you haven't filed your taxes in a little while and you haven't necessarily filed your business taxes in a little while. And you're so far in debt up to your eyeballs, you've got multiple mortgages and you're underwater on your house and your credit card debt is beyond the moon. And that's just the beginning. To say nothing of undisclosed GoFundMe monies. That's what, over 136,000? Is that what it is? No, you know what? I need to, what is that? Ron, I forgot what it was. Tiff might beat me to it if she's in chat there. It's six figures. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money they raised. And it gets worse, what she says in this. It gets so much worse. So $136,982 raised of a goal of $142K. That's right here, folks. I'll just show that really quickly. See, there it is. It's right there at the bottom. We are not sharing this. I'm not going to donate nor share to their schemes and artifices. God, Moses.
Unreal.
And it's even been active recently within the last couple days.
Well, yeah, the recurring things that's been duped, like Craig Riddle being duped or whatever, like, and he's the last 4 people to have donated.
Who is Craig Riddle?
I don't fucking know, but it's on the list of people who's the last 4 people to donate there.
If I were a
$50.
concerned citizen who was acquainted with Craig Riddle, I'd be writing him a note of concern.
Yeah.
Saying, "Dear Mr. Riddle," not Tom Riddle, but "Dear Mr. Craig Riddle, it's come to my attention as a member of your community that you have been regularly contributing to Ron Owens. It might be of your interest to know that they have filed multiple bankruptcies, including their daughter who failed to file bankruptcy. Speaking of their daughter, who's charged for 14 felonies, who's indicted and who's waiting to either go to trial or maybe take a plea, but I doubt it. That there are some financial troubles. They're under, and just go on and on and on. And just kind of rattle off a litany of their woes. Is Llama is leaving. Good night, Llama. Go give elbow feet some love. Rub the elbows in the feet, I guess. Replay.
Lovely to see you, Llama.
Enjoy tomorrow. So I mean, if I would bet, I would wager that most of the contributors to the GoFundMe of Ron Owens, because it's like an elderly crew, are fixed income people.
Yeah.
Maybe they can't afford to be making recurring payments and subscriptions to the Ron Owens GoFundMe, which apparently is being exploited and used to the fullest. Okay, I'm foreshadowing.
The debtor's 341 meeting, so it sounds like that's not yet concluded. I'll tell the parties, with respect to the motion to dismiss the case filed at 57, it was filed along with, just as I indicated, a notice of lodging order, but that would be procedurally incorrect. In a Chapter 11 case, motions to dismiss must be noticed out to the master mailing list. I believe it's a 21-day notice. It's unlike a Chapter 13 where a debtor has the right to dismiss their case at any time. Chapter 11 doesn't work like that.
I love how they can't even get it right trying to file a motion. I should have suspected this. So, my gut was telling me, did they give proper notice for this motion to dismiss? I'm not sure. I didn't say it because I didn't know, but it was kind of in the back of my head. I was going, I'm not. Usually you have to have a certain number of days to notify creditors. I wonder and I just didn't bother to research it. So that was my bad, but I'm not an attorney, so I don't think all those things other than kind of offhand of, is this procedurally correct? It turns out I would have been right had I stuck to it. They didn't do it right. Of course.
Shocker.
They're incompetent.
Shocker.
I think it is my unabashed opinion that the entire family is not only incompetent, but just a bunch of fraudsters.
I mean, it's hard to disagree with that.
Based on the evidence we're about to hear further,
Oh my God.
I think it's more conclusive than that now.
No.
I mean, I had my suspicions. Well, no, I had more than suspicions. I had enough facts that I thought these people are full of it. They've been doing this for years. They've been doing it for decades. They just managed to skate by without, being examined under an electron microscope. That time has come. The time has come.
So I did want to, at the first instance, Ms. Naylor and Mr. Owens, tell you that the court has taken no action on your motion to dismiss because you have not noticed that out, I don't believe, to the bar, or I'm sorry, to your creditors, nor have you asked for a hearing or undertaken any other procedures that would allow the court to take action on your.
Actually, I'm gonna come back to this. Colorado Canadian with a very salient point. I think they were hoping to have it dismissed before Queen Jennifer got back from vacation. I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because as you remember from the verbiage in her rather horrifically written motion, I want the judge to rule on the papers without a hearing. And I made lots of fun of it because that's what Laura Owens is trying to do with the DVRO against Mike Marcini in San Francisco. I don't want a hearing. I just want you to rule without hearing from anybody but me.
Right. Because I'm the most important place.
I'm a special woman. I want you to listen. Me too. Listen to women. Listen to this woman. Listen to me, Laura Owens. Listen to me, Jan Black, and Naylor Stevenson, whatever the hell her name is. What are you doing? It sounds like some. Never mind. I'm gonna be crude already, and it's not even 9 o'clock yet.
Your crudeness knows no time limit.
This is true. This is true. Marcus said that in the comment earlier today too.
Oh.
It's like, oh, yeah, you're just mean. I know. I'm mean. I'm nasty. Ooh, there you go. That's it. That's it. You have to use the voice, and you really have to work with the thing. Because if you talk normal, it just kind of sounds funny. But, you know, you put it in the right place, and the voice does all the work.
It's marvelous. Technology is marvelous.
I have so many comments I could make.
Go ahead. Who's stopping you? Let's see. Back in the chat. I'm just going to take time with this because I've heard it so many times. I'm just, I know what it says. So do most of you. Let's see. South Florida Thrifter. Hey. Don't forget how many
Danny's
people
in my
they've
camp.
defrauded along the way. Yes. And we're talking about more than just relationship defrauding. We're also talking about people like Sean Rowenhorse and his construction company, who they tried to sue so they didn't have to pay any money to for the work he did with their horse barn thing. And of course, P&S Creative, who they tried to stiff when Laura and Douche Canoe, you can hit that button if you like, went into P&S Creative Studios to do there you go, an anti-JFC podcast that they never released for reasons that I'm perplexed by. I wonder if PS Creative has a copy of that, just, in their hard drive that they're sitting on. I wonder.
Maybe.
I wonder what other outtakes other than Laura Owens' horrific TEDx talk might be out there from P&S Creative that might say some very interesting things between Douche Canoe and Laura. I wonder what they might have.
Plenty.
Their hot little hands on. Or if they just said, we want nothing to do with these crazy people. Here's all the files. We don't have backups. Off you go. Off you fuck.
Shoo.
I wonder, but I do wonder. I wonder if they had backups that they're sitting on. I do wonder.
Look, if it were me, I would totally have backups because that shit's gold.
Rochelle says, don't get entitled.
It's true.
Not with these people. They are very entitled.
Extremely entitled. Holy shit.
Henrietta, Madam Vanderfloof says, I think Judge Wensley out-queened the queen. I think so. The reigning queen is the judge in this hearing. And we'll get to more of that in just a second after I look at some more chat. Vilmarie Alcaraz says she wanted it dismissed without having disclosed any documentation. Yes. She thought she could benefit from the stay, just kind of live in the house forever without paying a dime, and just make it go away. I'm Mama Owens.
I'm Mama Owens. You just have to do what I tell you to do, and if you don't, I'm gonna be kind of nasty like my daughter.
Gee, who else has just tried to kick the can down the road like infinite times?
Like mother, like daughter.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh.
They are the same flavor of crazy. I'm telling
they
you,
are
folks.
using
I've been
the same
saying it for
fucking
2
playbook.
years.
Swear to God, Jesus.
They
fuck.
are the same flavor of crazy. And Laura learned it from mommy.
Yes,
I'm
of course.
telling you, that's what's going on here. It's my
Yes, I
opinion,
said
at
that
least.
months ago when you first dragged me into this
my
bullshit.
opinion that that's what it is. Well, this whole thing is my opinion. Who am I kidding? Why do we have to be so specific? It's just ridiculous. It's cumbersome speech.
Litigious nature of these.
What are they going to do? Oh, we're indigent. We're bankrupt. We have no money. We're not going to disclose where the GoFundMe came from, but we're going to go try and engage in vexatious litigation around the country about everyone talking about this. They would be stupid as shit.
Yeah, well,
And I would fight them all the way in federal court where they wouldn't stand a chance.
I mean, same.
They would. I know already they would lose it.
Mm-hmm.
All the cards are on my side of the table. It's just stupid.
Well, that's the reality.
If they really wanted to f themselves over for the rest of their unnatural lives, including their daughter and the rest of her unnatural life, they would keep fighting people in the courts to expose themselves and all of their secret dirty deeds.
Oh yes,
in perpetuity.
But
this could go on for decades, digging through their dirty laundry.
Because there's piles upon piles, and it's like. This is
since at least the 90s. I'll bet with careful digging. I'll bet with some historical digging and bringing in some family information, we'll find out this goes back maybe to childhood. for Jan Black, Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens. Because, I mean, she's been litigious against her own damn brother, trying to sue him for, what was it, $500 and something thousand for the estate?
Yeah, from mom's estate.
And what I want to know, and if I were a concerned person who knew Mama Owens' brother, Mark Naylor in Albuquerque, I would hope that such concerned people in his sphere would be alerting him to the fact that his insane sister, Jan Black, is trying to file for bankruptcy again, and his information as a creditor is not quite accurate.
Oh.
By some miracle, she seems to know his address. I'm getting ahead of myself, so I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm on a roll here. For some reason, she can sue him at the right address, but when she lists him in the creditors, she can't get his address right. Apparently. Allegedly. It's wild.
It's like it's like as I was listening to Llama and Buffy earlier, and they were making their own snarky comments, and I was just like, it's almost as though the hamster that's on the very tiny wheel inside of their heads. And I figure there's one.
I think it's rotting, and it's just
there's a little bit one in there
stuck in
there's
centripetal
one
force
in Jan's head too, and it's like I feel like somebody should call a welfare check on that poor rodent that's trapped in there. Is it even still alive? Somebody ought to check on it. It's either dead and long dead, or it is the strongest little fucking gerbil you've ever seen in your life.
When we are coming up with conspiracies concocted from the wildest reaches of psychofanaticism, or dare I just say schizophrenia, that could ever be had, oh, my daughter's part of a conspiracy with Gilgo Beach and Diddy, there is something effed up in that head. And I said it, I said it at least 8 months ago. When I went back to looked at some of their interviews that, you know, they were having as the mommy-daughter duo, the Nobody Told Me podcast, and I was saying, she's chewing on her tongue like she's got dementia. I don't think I was wrong by saying that. But again, that's my opinion. Oh, is Buffy here too? Hey, Buffs. Hey, Buffs. How you doing, girl?
Here.
Hey, babes. Mama's already left. It's your turn. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we kind of do that too. It's like I text Jeep Daddy and say, hey, they're on now. You should go and join the chat. It happens.
Yeah. And I mean, I just happened to do it this morning as I was like getting through my first pile of
Bruce is so right about
things.
this. The hamster in the bunk room in Blueprints doesn't need any food. That poor hamster gets just tossed all the way around the house, and it's still alive. And it's kind of frightening because is that the same hamster that that uncle had? It's like, it's the eternal hamster in that case. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I've procrastinated enough. We'll do a little more here.
Motion to dismiss. So from the court's perspective, that's where we are procedurally. I understand that the debtors no longer wish to be in this bankruptcy case. The U.S. trustee has asked that any dismissal be with prejudice and has a bar to filing for the next year. Often in these circumstances, the parties come to an agreement. And I guess that is my first question after that long introduction is, have the parties come to an agreement?
Yes, my understanding is that we have.
Okay, Ms. Jarmo, do you want to tell me about that?
Yes, Your Honor. So I spoke with Miss Owens, and then I did call the case in the 341 at the time of the 341 meeting, and we have it on the record that both Mr. and Mrs. Owens, both debtors, agree that the case will be dismissed provided that they are barred from refiling in any bankruptcy court for a period of 1 year. I have sent, just today, I sent to the debtors a proposed stipulated order of dismissal.
We read that.
And then I was going to ask Your Honor at this hearing if we could set the matter and have the debtors notice out the dismissal motion. And then hopefully if nobody responds, we can vacate the hearing and upload the stipulated order of dismissal.
All right, from a procedural perspective, that makes sense to the court.
And a farewell, pleasant good evening to Big Tiff Dog. Thanks, Tiff, for your live again earlier today. Pleasant holiday, pleasant dreams. If you do fireworks, be safe, all that good stuff.
Yes.
Till next time, friend.
The question I have, though, is at the last hearing, I heard a lot of information about ponies and GoFundMe accounts and other potentially non-disclosed assets, which leads the court to believe that there could potentially be non-exempt assets that could be recovered should this case be converted to a Chapter 7, and a Chapter 7 trustee had the opportunity to investigate and to potentially recover and liquidate those assets for the benefit of creditors. And similarly, if there has been a fraud upon the court or otherwise.
There's that F word again. And because I didn't load Stream Deck 3 nights in a row, dun, dun, dun. Because it appears, what did she say? I need to back it up. It appears there's been fraud on the court. I think that's what she said, isn't it?
And similarly, if there has been a fraud upon the court or otherwise, whether.
If there has been a fraud upon the court, well, it's my opinion there has been. In great measure by multiple people in that family.
Over and over and over and over again.
And over and over and under and over.
The debtors could be denied a discharge, and that might be something that a Chapter 7 trustee would look into.
Yes.
And I didn't see.
I so hope it happens. I want them to get a roto-rooter enema colonoscopy in their finances like they've never had. I think they will find stuff.
Maybe I don't understand the biggest differences between a Chapter 11 and a Chapter 7. Like, don't they just lose everything?
It has to do with whether or not you can restructure and pay back or not.
I see.
So each chapter has different protections and benefits. Each of them, it seems, if I understand correctly, you get the benefit of stays of foreclosure, stays of whatever. Okay. And in some cases, like when I covered Jen Camp and John DeLynn, stays of being charged with defamation. You hit the bankruptcy, boop, it all goes away. Remember? I should make that a clip. I don't know why I haven't yet.
That is a good,
you hit that bankruptcy and boop, it all goes away. That's what David Jinker said.
So
it doesn't go away, it puts it on hold.
So with the
That's
11,
screwed up.
They are trying to restructure their debt and keep the major assets.
Yes, essentially.
Okay.
You know, I was going to have this pulled up because I had a feeling you were going to ask that question. What do your robots say?
I don't know. I haven't asked my robots.
Let's see, 7, 11, 13. Here we go. Someone was smart. Okay, so Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Do you care what order we do it in?
No.
Okay. Well, let's do it in the order that Mommy and Daddy did it and Laura. So let's do that.
Okay.
Chapter 13, that's where they started, okay? Chapter 13, and this is just a co-pilot response. So take it for whatever grain of salt it's actually worth, because I don't practice bankruptcy law, just like I don't practice any law, nor am I a financial consultant of any kind. There's my disclaimer for this evening. Chapter 13 is designed for individuals with regular income who want to keep their property while repaying debts over time. Instead of liquidating assets, debtors propose a repayment plan lasting 3 to 5 years, which may cover full or partial repayment of debts.
Okay.
This is particularly useful for protecting homes from foreclosure, reorganizing debts to make payments manageable. Corporations cannot file under Chapter 13. Okay. Now let's jump to what Laura did, because that was Chapter 7, and it's almost in this order. You know what? I could share this. Here we go. Or rather than just reading it verbatim. Chapter 7 bankruptcy, often called liquidation bankruptcy, allows individuals or businesses to discharge most unsecured debts without a repayment plan. A court-appointed trustee may sell non-exempt assets to pay creditors, but most personal filings are no-asset cases, meaning the debtor keeps most property protected under federal or state exemptions, such as home equity or a vehicle. Chapter 7 is typically the fastest form of bankruptcy, often concluding in about 4 to 6 months. Eligibility depends on income. Individuals must pass a means test comparing household income to the state median. And of course, Laura filed that she had no income, even though her parents were giving her things and were giving her access to funds. So that got her into a little trouble. I was actually kind of surprised they let her dismiss it. I mean, she can't refile for a year. And that's what Queen Jennifer was going to have mommy and daddy do with this one.
Well, see, and this is why I'm asking the type, because it seems weird that she would allow that with, like, the consequence of not being able to refile for bankruptcy. Therefore, the house goes into repossession by the bank.
Foreclosure, yeah.
Yeah, foreclosure, whatever.
Yeah, same thing. They would take possession and sell it. I mean, potato, it's all part of the same thing.
I see.
We're taking our house back. Get your lazy, no good, vagrant asses out. We're going to sell it to someone who's going to pay for fair market value.
Or whatever goes for at auction.
Yeah. Which I would suspect, given the area, it would probably be pretty damn close to fair market, would be my hunch.
Maybe.
Because that auction is going to go pretty high. I suspect. Because you're going to have all the realtor sharks, tripping over themselves. It's going to be close. I mean, it may be a little bit under. I mean, they're underwater already, but.
Well, then, I mean, but they still owe they'd still owe the rest of the debt.
Of course. Yeah, the debt doesn't go away. Despite what David Ginger said, if you hit that red button, boop, bankruptcy, and it all goes away. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I don't know what sort of idiot he thought. I mean, come on.
Well, he's kind of a dumbass.
He's the useful tool that they happen to find.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's part of the reason he's had a little bit of a more contrite spirit, shall we say, since his personal loss. I
you
think
give
they were
him way more humanity than I would.
Well, I think they were trying to probe him for help with their bankruptcy gambit. That's what I think.
Of course, because he was in LO's bankruptcy.
He's a blunt
bullshit.
but useful tool. Because he's got a law degree and he's got a bar card. And I suspect, and again, this is only my suspicion, this is my opinion. I suspect they were going to use him the way Laura used him to engage in bankruptcy fraud. Just like, we saw evidence that he knew Laura was lying. I think he was the blunt but useful tool. And somehow he thought, well, because they don't prosecute perjury, you're fine, Laura. Well, it doesn't matter. Oops.
It's just a little minor perjury.
He was so overconfident. I mean, he's such an egomaniac.
Well, yes.
So overconfident in his ignorance, so it would seem. I don't know. I think he's just a terrible attorney.
Oh, Bruce, why do you have to go there?
I don't recommend probing DSG. I don't want to do any
big old
probing.
Bottom. I have no idea.
No poking DSG. Yeah, he walked in shit. I think he kind of figured it out and went, oh God. Okay, there's all this crap happening. Oh, okay. Now, someone in my life is gone. I think a lot kind of rattled out of his teeth.
I don't have that level of faith in him. He seems, based on all of his blog blithering on, it really doesn't seem like he's got that much self-awareness. I don't see it. I really didn't see it in anything I've heard him talk about.
He's an arrogant asshole. There's no denying that. And he's certainly a raging misogynist.
Yes.
But I think in certain situations, he had more awareness than others. And I think he was also playing a bit of a part. Why? I'm still a little unsure, and I still have my feelings because he said, I've gotten to know Laura very well. Yep. I talk to her often. We've become very close. You know, we heard that in part of the bankruptcy mashup I made from his debate with Rachel Juarez. I think there was a little something there. Again, my opinion.
It would seem.
And I suspect,
touchy nookie nicky.
I don't have any evidence of this, but I think Laura entering his life complicated his personal life a little more than he expected.
Well, just wait, David.
And when his personal life came crashing down, I think a little bit of reality, probably not enough, but I think a little bit of reality came crashing in when he lost his wife.
Listen, Jane Grass, if you
don't speak to him directly. I don't want to be sued.
If fuck you. Better just be cautious, and like he advice would be there to be careful because you might have yourself a pregnancy case against you if you're not careful. Just saying.
Who's to say that such threats couldn't have already happened? We don't know. We're not there. I mean, but I sure would love to be a little drone on the side of their house.
Oh, yes.
That's not something I would do. That's not. I don't have a drone. I would love one, but you have to go through a lot of registration for that kind of thing. But
I have one.
You know, that's just the modern equivalent to saying I'd love to be a fly on the wall to the things that were said behind closed doors that they probably really don't want to get out there, because then their lives would probably, in my opinion, be behind bars indefinitely.
I have a drone.
Oh. Well, it's not an endorsement to go flying it around Arizona.
Of course not.
I'm just
but
saying,
it's legal
just
to do
for the
so as
record,
long as it's not in the not in the
not
flight
an
pass.
endorsement.
Yeah, you know, you check.
You
the
don't want to be
maps.
charged with harassment. You don't want a harassment charge. Okay. Did we read all this? No.
Yeah,
we
we're
didn't,
we're good. I'm good. You've answered my basic bitch questions.
Yeah. Well, and then chapter 13, income. You want to keep the property, paying debts over time. Okay, maybe we did cover
Chapter
it all.
11's for businesses.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
It was just kind of funny because they weren't referencing their businesses in the chapter 11 when it failed. Well, that's now. What am I saying? But they still haven't referenced their businesses. You know?
And yet they're still here in the chapter 11.
It's weird.
hearings. All right. Yeah.
Well, they fundamentally don't understand bankruptcy. I mean, it's not like I'm an expert. I know just enough to kind of get what's going on. And thanks to Big Tiff, we miss you already, Tiff. I kind of get a little bit more every time I hear her talk about it. It's like, okay, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. Because Tiff understands this stuff. This is what she did for a living. It's, working with this kind of thing. So she gets it. She knows where to dig for all the records and all the mortgages and all that good stuff. How she knows that? That's professional secrets.
I guess.
I guess. Okay, so more movie.
More movie.
It's movie time. I hope everybody you're enjoying your popcorn and your beverage of choice right now. I hope it's tasty.
I am.
Jeep Daddy is Jeep Daddy sipped his snifter, seized his knees and sneezed. I'm stealing from a movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Buffy, I was wondering if you're going to
Buffy's
notice.
stroking your ego with Amos's very lovely thing. Jeep Daddy had time to change his background. I haven't loaded mine up yet. I'll get them over the weekend at some point. And we'll use them because Amos did such a fantastic job, and they're marvelous. They're fantastic. She's great.
Yes.
Caro's got whiskey on the rocks.
Excellent. Cheers to Caro.
That wasn't addressed in any of the parties' papers, and I don't know if there's been a conversation. Ms. Jarmo, I don't know if you've had an opportunity to undertake that analysis, but it seems to the court that it would be remiss to not at least explore whether it makes sense in this case.
And to South Florida Thrifter's comment, let me remind everybody that David Gingras tried to file for a limited appearance with Laura Owens' Chapter 7 bankruptcy and was denied.
Yep, he was.
And it's my opinion he did that to try and save his ass. Because I suspect well, again, another opinion from yours truly. I think he was advising them how they could try and avoid and skirt some things. And I think he wanted to have that limited motion appearance to avoid his participation in the bankruptcy schemes from getting out. But that's my opinion.
Would seem that way.
And I wouldn't be surprised if, while he's back across the pond for personal issues, he may not come back for a while. If you know catch my drift. What do you think? Should we take an over/under on that one?
Probably ought to.
I feel like I should
everything else in this fucking
I feel
world.
like I
Why
should
not
make a
that?
poll, but I don't know how to do a poll in the YouTube chat for some reason. How do I do polls? Oh, I'll have to figure that out sometime. Because I think he's got a little bit of a plan. It's like, I need to go away for a while.
He's always
I
scheming
need to
something.
take care of my deceased wife for a little while. I may not be back in the country for a good long while. And hope that some of this blows over before he ever decides to come back again.
Right.
Now, the real question is are people watching to see whether or not his house is up for sale right now?
Oh.
He was saying that's what was going to happen. He's going to sell his house. So that's a question I have. That's a question I have. If anyone's seeing if David Gingras' abode is being sold yet, that could be insightful. That could be revealing. And SFT says, this would all be Echoes was right number 4, but who's counting? I know. See, this is what I keep trying to tell Jeep Daddy folks is just accept it. Just accept that I'm right a lot of the time.
No.
See, he's still in denial. He's still in denial.
Nope.
I refuse. I won't admit it.
Nope.
Oh, maybe I should have gotten the red sweater. I could have used it like a talisman. I'm wearing the red sweater of Lauren Knighty and channeling Laura Owens. Oh, great Swami. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. I'm seeing into the great beyond. Maybe I should get a crystal ball.
You know, you do that.
Yes, puppies. Oh, wait.
Yes, puppies. Puppies will put them to sleep.
You need more gravelly. You just have to get a different. You got a different voice. You got to get a tweak for that one. But
I am not Margaret Hamilton.
No. But
that was one of her things. Let's see. Caro says, I wonder if he gave Laura legal advice in writing. Laura might come for him eventually. If so, wouldn't that just be delicious? I mean, see, this is the danger when you're dealing with crazy litigious people like the Owenses. They could waive their right to attorney-client privilege if they really want to be nasty.
Mm-hmm.
They can. They could let all that dirt out, and whatever dirt there is could just be put on the heaping manure pile and smolder to perfection with all of its aromatic nastiness. Buffy says that, but I don't think that's true of Jeep Daddy. Jeep Daddy's function here, as he has admitted to many times, is to derail me. Which I do just fine on my own.
To make snarky comments and to drink, but also I will very rarely ever say, gee, Echoes, you're so right about that. Because I don't want to stroke his ego. He is a short person, and that is a problem when it comes to that. So
Short kings.
Got to keep him in check from time to time.
Yeah, see, he has this false assumption it's, building humility.
Oh, I know it's not building humility, but that's just occasionally I bring him chocolate and then he owes me.
Yeah. I
know. I will remind you from time until eternity that the chocolate milk I brought
chocolate milk is still on my tab. Damn it.
Yes. As is all this audio shit.
Although it wasn't like I called up Jeep Daddy Uber Eats and said, I need a couple gallons of chocolate milk.
No, it was a random bribery.
Yeah. Well, short queens who, says Colorado. Hey, shout out to the short queens. I mean, I'm only looking for I'm not even looking for short kings. They're all taller than I am. Who am I kidding? I don't discriminate too much. I do discriminate these days against people that are crazy and people that have addiction issues now. That's a more recent addition to the list because I didn't think it would be such a prevalent problem. But
Echoes is now responsible for filtering most of his dating opportunities through me.
Yeah, now I have to get committee approval for any dating options.
And be careful. I might end up roping Buffy into this too, okay? So just be careful.
Well, we'll have to see if Buffy's tastes align with my preferences. Or prejudices, maybe.
I don't. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, and in case you're wondering, folks, Jeep Daddy has lots of prejudices when it comes to dating profiles.
Well, I mean, I'm just discerning.
Well, way to use words.
But that's what I'm calling. I'm discerning.
Fine. That's fine. Digression number 12.
Case to not just dismiss the Chapter 11, but to consider whether it should be converted to Chapter 7, where a Chapter 7 trustee can administer whatever assets might exist and potentially pursue fraudulent conveyances and transfer.
I heard that proposal, that marriage proposal, when I was listening. I about lost it. It's like, oh, Jeep Daddy's proposing to me. Gonna have the babies. I'm out. I really had to bite my tongue hard when I heard that because the boss was standing next to me.
I'm surprised I didn't get I'm surprised my phone didn't just completely fucking melt down with texts.
I didn't have a chance. It was just not going to happen. I'm like, I will have to deal with this later. Note to self. I'm just going to have to, yeah.
Oh my God.
Poor Jeep Daddy. No, Buffy is spoken for. You can't have her.
Yeah, Mr. Buffy would probably kill me.
Mr. Buffy would pound you into pudding.
That's right.
I have a feeling Mr. Buffy's, he's probably ripped more than you and I put together.
Pixar, it's not true.
Well, we'll see if Buffy says if I'm full of it or not. But you made promises. I heard them. I'm your witness, Buffy. I heard them. And I'll bet if I go back through the live chat transcript, I can be your written witness too. I'll see it in print. You know, so this is kind of how his dating life starts. He puts his foot in his mouth and then he's in trouble for a while.
I beg your pardon, bitch.
There's no pardons to be begged.
And I guess what concerned me was if we had this large sum of money within the last year for the GoFundMe account, that seems to be an asset that could be potentially recovered for the benefit of creditors. If it was paid to one particular creditor, say the mortgage company, that money should be recovered for the benefit of all the other creditors. And so these are the thoughts that came to me as I read the parties' papers. I don't know if anyone would like to address that.
I can address that, but if the debtors want to speak first, I'll wait my turn.
No, go ahead and address it if you'd like to.
Okay.
Oh, please speak first about the GoFundMe. We don't want to get ourselves in trouble. Please, Queen Jennifer, save us.
So, yes, Your Honor, we absolutely thought of those things, and I appreciate Your Honor bringing them up because those are very crucial issues. In fact, my initial analysis of this case, I saw that the writing on the wall was going to be likely a motion to convert or dismiss and likely conversion. However, regarding some of the assets, I know that there was discussion about some horses. The debtors have a daughter, Laura Owens, who had previously filed a Chapter 7 case. And that case has since been dismissed, but I spoke at length with the attorney, Terry Dave, the attorney for the Chapter 7 trustee in that case. And my understanding was that there was not any feeling that there were really going to be collectible assets that were worthwhile to pursue for the benefit of creditors. And I know that it was the same companies that are owned by the debtors and that were disclosed in this case. Now, the GoFundMe, no, that would have required further investigation on my part, and it was something I was going to pursue in the Section 341 meeting. I think that this outcome is probably the best right now. There's no other creditors, not even the banks have come in and said anything, which I was a little bit surprised about. But I do think that if the case is dismissed, provided that they do not file for a year, then these financial matters will sort themselves out. So it's the U.S. trustee's position that this is a good outcome, provided that there be a bar to refiling. If the court is not inclined to grant it, then absolutely we would take up the 341 again, and I would say that in all likelihood, we would be back before Your Honor, asking for a conversion.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Jamo.
There's more. There's so much more. What it makes me wonder if Queen Jennifer's got bigger fish to fry than these crazy people. It's like, you know what? Let's just dismiss this. Let's put a barrel, a hurdle up, a barricade up for a year and just get rid of these. I think she's got bigger issues. I think she's got bigger cases than these crazy people.
Well, I love the fact that she brought up LO in this whole thing.
Oh, well,
like she's starting to stitch together like and this is so delicious.
I heard it too, Jen. I bring it before Your Honor. Yeah, she kind of stumbled over some words, and it was kind of funny. It's okay. It wasn't egregious, but it was amusing.
The corkboard of push pins and yarn that is being stitched together by all of this is absolutely delightful.
And as Rochelle says, it's surprising because they didn't give notice. They just filed for dismissal. There was no notice given. It's there's a whole slate of people, creditors. They're supposed to get, as we'll learn in but a moment, 21 days. They're supposed to have 21 days notice.
It's a lot shorter than a year.
Yeah, well, she just filed this motion to dismiss like last week. Unless they're like watching every second, waiting for something to happen, they're not going to know yet. And I'll bet $1 billion she only notified Queen Jennifer in the court of her dismissal. I'll bet it's my opinion. It's my opinion. I believe that Miss Jan Black did not submit notice to all creditors of this dismissal, because she wanted the court to rule on the papers without a hearing, which means she wanted to sneak it under the carpet, in my opinion.
By however means and ways possible, it seems.
Yeah. I mean, this is all sleazy shit they're trying to pull.
Yes. That's all
because
they know
they're
how to do.
sleazy.
That's all they know.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure who groomed them that way, but echoes she didn't submit. No, she didn't submit anything.
And I guess the way to maybe tease that out a little bit is to go ahead and get that motion to dismiss noticed out to the creditors and others. I guess what concerned me was
here we go.
Just looking at the docket, there was the motion to extend the automatic stay, which was opposed by the secured creditor. And then curiously, the secured creditor withdrew that opposition, which suggests to me that perhaps funds were accumulated and paid to the secured creditor, which is why they withdrew their objection. And if so, then that would be a classic preferential transfer that would be an asset to be recovered for the benefit.
In other words, there could be clawbacks.
The secured creditor.
Oh,
so that
honey, we need to send this one money because they filed an objection. We need to throw money at them quickly to shut them up and hope that nothing more happens.
The secure creditor comment sort of just makes me think, oh, that's the mortgage company. And gee, if there was all this GoFundMe money to the tune of $100,000 and
136 and change.
Yeah. Like, gosh, did they just like suddenly throw that entire bin into that?
Oh, she'll tell us more about the GoFundMe. It's coming.
Brilliant. Let's go.
Of all of their creditors. And so I think that's something.
Now, I will preface that by saying I don't believe her.
Oh,
but she tries to come up with some good excuses, and she starts stumbling over the words about where things have gone and what they were used for. So it's certainly red flags for me, just as it was for Jack Fox.
We should get some better understanding on before the next hearing. So that's what the court.
Now she wants to interrupt, just like her daughter. Ma'am, when the court is speaking, your lips are closed.
What?
There you go. Very good. I should just make you like full producer. You can just
fuck off. I'm not paid enough for that bullshit.
Well, I can't afford your expensive alcohol to pay you off.
Yeah. Figured out.
I'm not going into debt for that. I can't afford it. I have to pay off a car, goddammit. Again. Car repairs for the second time in a 3-month span. Well, 4-month span.
Court's thinking, and so again, I'm inclined to give you an opportunity to notice out that motion because I'm not going to grant it here today. Your creditors need to have the opportunity to understand that is what you're looking for. But what do you want to tell me, Ms. Naylor?
I was going to tell you that no funds have been transferred. And with regard to the GoFundMe, which I'm sure you were notified by the online smear campaign that.
Oh, suddenly those funds
You were notified
exist?
by the online smear campaign, which this crazy bitch is trying to imply that people are sending ex parte messages to the court. Because that's what she and her daughter do with their cases. Yes. Oh, Judge, I'm being attacked. I think Greg Widnick and Greg Gillespie orchestrated my assault in Hoboken, New Jersey. It's part of Diddy and Gilgo Beach. I mean, that's the level of insanity we're dealing with here. Jesus and Laura has written multiple ex parte communications to multiple judges in multiple courts. This is like a genetic defect between them. This is what they do. And if things don't go the way they want, they assume that other people are conspiring against them.
Well, that's such a narcissist thing. I mean,
yes,
I had a narcissist or two in my life, maybe dating, maybe family, whatever. I don't know. But
yes, Jen, we are all part of the online smear campaign of the Clayton Echard personality cult.
Just smear the toast.
Smear.
Oh, the toast.
Real men smear.
Smear.
Don't
Real
dabble
men
little
smear.
dots. Real men smear. Oh, I pierced the toast.
Pierced the toast.
I pierced the toast. Oh. Stop it. Stop. Don't get hysterical.
Freak out. Don't hysterical.
Oh, you're right. I can just order more toast. I just don't need to get hysterical.
Albert, you pierced the toast.
Pierced the toast.
So what?
Oh, no thanks. Got the reference. 10 golden points to No Thanks. Okay, for knowing which movie that's from.
That is correct.
I will not impersonate John Wayne and walk. I think Jeep Daddy, being taller, could do John Wayne.
Oh
better
no,
than I
you
can.
are totally doing that.
And
future video right there.
And Jeep Daddy has the hat, just like Nathan Lane.
That is a sun hat. It is not the same thing as what Nathan Lane had. I need a Nick Smith
His was
hat for
woven.
that.
It was still a sun hat.
No. I need a Nick Smith hat.
I don't know if you could afford one of those.
I don't think I could either. That bitch pays New York prices, okay?
Oh my God, that's probably a $7,000 hat.
Yeah, and it probably isn't going to fit on my giant fucking pumpkin head either. It'd be better to try and fit one for you.
He does have a pointed little head, doesn't he, for how tall he is? But he's a toothpick.
Oh, Nick or me? I thought you were talking about me.
Nick.
No, Nick, yes, he does have a giant nog. It's not proportional.
Yeah, but he's just such a beanpole. And No Thanks MK says, that is a sun hat. So there you go. Because they were sitting out on the beach and Albert was wearing the hat.
I suppose.
Vilmarie Alcatraz, I want to say Alcatraz. It must be a West Coast thing. Vilmarie Alcaraz says, before Jan opened her big mouth about the smear campaign, the judge seemed focused on curing the notification of the dismissal. She did this to herself. Yes, and I love it. Let the perps take as much rope as they want. Right?
Yeah. Let them have as much rope as they can totally take.
Oh, that's cute. Buffy thinks we're cute. Oh, just having a little, getting all Twitter pated.
Has gone against us.
Start feeling things.
So let me just interrupt you to say that the court only reviews what is filed with the court. So I know you referenced an online smear campaign before. I really have no idea what you're talking about. All I have.
It's funny that the judge kind of finds it funny that she's that crazy.
Yeah, she just like shut that down pretty quick.
I mean, crazy Jan Black is trying to fish to see if there's like some kind of judicial misconduct is what she's doing.
Oh, yeah.
I think. Well, the only way you could know about this is if you've been compromised by the online smear campaign.
Okay.
All I have is what has been filed on the docket and what people tell me in open court. I do not independently go out, and it would be unethical for this judge or any judge to go out and do background research on people and learn about them. So just so you know, that's the way the court will operate.
I'm not suggesting that.
Yes, you are. You lying bitch.
You aren't. Oh my
you
God.
Lying bitch. You implied it explicitly.
Jesus Christ. God damn it.
She is so diabolical. I mean, where do you think her daughter learned it? It's all right here. It's all right here, folks. I've been saying it for a long time.
The playbook doth been handed down.
Oh, of course it's genetic. I mean, hello.
I know that the smear campaign people have said.
Here we go again.
Okay,
Here we go again.
Someone needs some merch. We are the smear campaign people. That should be a t-shirt.
It should.
No, thanks. Okay, thanks for the $2, babes. Who says, and that's when she knew she effed up.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah. Right on the record, even.
I'm sure the smear campaign people that told you blah, blah, blah. I have not.
I think all the t-shirt needs to say is just smear campaign.
Yeah, hashtag smear campaign.
Does it need to be a hashtag even? I don't know. That's for an artist.
Christ almighty. Well, Sidekicks Unite is going to be a hashtag.
I think Buffy doesn't like me
real.
using the term babes. Well, I mean, there's lots of babes in this chat. I'm just going to say. The chat is just drowning in babes. I mean, it may be a llamaism, but hey, it seems to be true, at least with this story.
Buffy, okay, we need to report back to Llama that Echoes has been stealing her shit.
Oh,
Okay?
she knows. She's here. She hears it.
All right.
I think she finds it funny.
Yeah, probably.
And because it's in such great Central Ohio dialect, it's perfect. Hey, babes.
Hey, babes.
Perfect. Perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. No notes. 100%. Perfect. A+.
Oh my God.
IB wants a bagel. The sooner I get this over, the sooner I get dessert. And I bought ice cream today.
Oh, you did? You sinful little bitch.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Well, It's just cheap. The extreme moose tracks.
The extreme Bruce tracks? What?
Shh! Don't tell Bruce.
Bruce, did you hear this?
I think Bruce is gone now.
Bruce, did you hear?
Or he's having a personal moment.
Oh,
and not typing
with his lady friend.
I don't know. Well, Sarah was here earlier, right at the beginning. I don't know if she stayed. I don't think she did. I think maybe they're on a date. That'd be cute.
Oh, I
That'd be very cute.
I can't tag him, so I think he's actually gone.
He's gone. That's all right. But thanks again, IB, for the 2 buckaroonies. That'll go towards the taxes that YouTube will definitely charge. Yeah. I meant bagel for the schmear. Oh, okay. Bagel for the schmear. That makes sense. That's
all right.
I haven't had a good bagel in a hot minute.
Those are too many carbs these days for me.
I can get away with having a English muffin in the morning. They're not that bad. They're under 30, the ones I get.
There's keto English muffins that I need to introduce you to.
Do they cost more than the sourdough English muffins I currently get? Probably.
I don't know.
See, that's the problem with
You
this
just
whole
gotta go to the
diety
Franz
thingy.
outlet.
It costs like 3 or 4 times more.
If you get them new, but if you go to if you're going to burn
go
through
to
them,
the used bread store.
Oh, shut up! You go to the y'all see what I have to fucking put up with here. No, you go and you get this. It's right over the date threshold, but they're still good for like 8 to 10, 12 days.
Oh,
and they're fine. So, yeah.
Jeep Daddy flirts with keto things. He's not like totally keto.
I'm not. I'm keto light.
He cheats a lot.
I cheat because my nutritional therapist
because it tastes better.
Again, I'm going to advise you to shut the fuck up.
I didn't retain you for counsel, at least not today.
Well, not today. No,
tomorrow that might be a different story.
Tomorrow it might, yeah. No, I flirt with, and I've done this like low carb keto-ish life, but I've never been strict because if you do keto to the very strict nature, it's 20 grams of carbs a day, full stop.
That's dangerous.
It is really, really hard to do that. And at the encouragement of my nutritional therapist, who we talk about a lot of different foods and a lot of different options, there are foods out there that actually have good carbs. And like one of the big egregious ones is rice. It's like if it's freshly cooked and it's warm, that's a basic carb. But if you cook the rice and then you fully cool it down, then it becomes a complex carb, which is different and it doesn't store in your body the same that it did. So it's a whole different thing. And you just look at the labels and you look at the contents and like, oh, okay, well, that has a certain amount of fiber and blah, blah, blah. And like one of the Pacific Northwest big bakers out here called Franz, Franz, they have a whole line of different keto-friendly products that is not the same as going full test to like Thomas or whatever other brand it's out there that like is packed full of carbs. So anyway, that's
I like this one from Tony Marie. I used to love toasting up Bear's English muffin with the Hershey's chocolate spread before it was discontinued and a good cup of coffee every morning. I have vague recollections of this Hershey's chocolate spread that came in a can. I don't know, like almost like a pint of paint or something. I kind of forgotten that till that was mentioned.
Right. Oh my God.
Yes, there was the spread, and it wasn't Nutella. It was actual Hershey stuff.
Yeah.
And it wasn't syrup in a tin. It was a spread. It was fascinating. I think we had it once in our house, and it's just a vague memory. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever happened to that stuff? It was like frosting almost. Is how I remember it. Yeah, I'm sure it was horrific for you, but never mind. Anything with good sugar usually is horrific for you. Let's see. In South Florida, Thrifter says, I can't believe that we're yapping and all that BS. The nerve to give Echoes BS for being a picky eater. Oh, hell no. Oh, I know.
He is a picky eater.
I get a lot of shit for that. It's just the way it is.
He is a picky fucking eater. Like
it used to be.
Do you know how hard it is when I want to like hang out with him in real life and like we have to pick a restaurant and there's like 2.
Oh, There's more than that. It used to be that I wouldn't even touch a salad when I was younger.
Oh my God.
Greens were forbidden. And I've learned out why since then. You know, I have problems with it. I have like a digestive enzyme deficiency, and it's difficult for me to deal with vegetables. You learn things later. So I do it to indulge my doctor anyhow, who thinks I should eat nothing but vegetables, and then like an ounce of meat, and then like half an ounce of carbs every day. It's like, that's not going to happen. Oh, well. We all have our cross to bear.
It is, but I'm still going to flip him a bunch of shit for all of his picky
because he
eating
can't help
nonsense.
himself.
Because he can.
Yeah, you know, that's why
I
he's
love
here.
salmon.
Jeep Daddy's here to stir the pot.
I am. That's what a sidekick does.
You know, be careful. My dad will sniff out your salmon stuff, and he'll want some.
And he'll have to pry it from my cold, dead fingers.
Oh, he'll fight you for it.
I'm sure.
Or he'll try and catch it himself. Sometimes he'll do that. But you throw him a good packaged salmon something or other, smoked salmon something. It's gone like in a day. He inhales the stuff. I didn't get the fish loving. Both my parents were okay with fish and shellfish. No, don't touch it. Even though my dad has a shellfish allergy, which I'm dreadfully worried that I have it as well. So it's like I just don't go there. I don't like it to begin with. I'm not going to attempt just to try it.
I love lobster.
He gets deathly ill with.
I love crab. I love shrimp.
I think it's mussels he's allergic to.
Yeah, I don't do those.
Yeah.
But
and God knows we're here like in the salmon capital of this corner of the world.
More or less. I mean, it's fresh out of the Pacific, like fresh caught. None of that Atlantic farmed bullshit. No offense to those who live up there, but it's fucking gross. So no, we get the good shit here.
SFT says salmon rules the world. Especially with sushi and sashimi, says IB. Now see, I would never do sushi, ever. Nope. Just like I would never do beef tartare. Oh my God.
What?
My light just died.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're overexposed.
I'm burning. I'm burning. We're dying. Oh, we're burning up. See, I don't know what the matter with this thing is. Oops. Uh-oh. It's just not going to work at all now. Okay, you know what? I don't know. It just started going bright on its own. I'll just turn it off. Okay, now it's cubbyhole after dark.
It's cubbyhole after dark. I need to turn off my lights.
Maybe I should, you know what? I need to put Omar colors on now. I'm turning off the lights. Let's see. How do I do that? Oh, I go over here and then I push this button. Now we need purple colors. There we go. That's better. Just like Bacon Bears and Omar Serrato. Hello, everybody. I'm Omar Serrato, the Tilted Lawyer. I don't quite have a voice deep enough for that, nor do I have as little bit of a South California drawl. Okay.
Here, I've lowered my ambient lighting to sort of match the mood. How about that? Maybe I should turn on my red light.
Out. I've got a second one. I should see if it has the same issues. This is like 2 nights in a row it's done weird stuff, so it might have some PLC controller issues, and it's just cheap crap, even though I spent good money on them. Never mind. Okay, we got to get through this thing.
Online that they have sent information to your office, so I don't know whether you've received it or not. And I know that they also sent it to the U.S. Trustee's office. But with regard to the GoFundMe, as I mentioned before, it was started in 2024, and
Buffy's on the special things too.
I know. Hey, Buffs. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's Jeep Daddy's secret too, and he's trying to hook me up with a dealer, shall we say?
Don't make it sound more sus than it is.
Well, it is. He's not a medical professional. He's a realtor. Crying out loud. See, Tony Marie says no more pre-diabetes threat, no more high cholesterol, no more blood sugar. All the lab.
I avoided that.
Bravo.
I avoided that too.
Bravo,
Congratulations. Tony. I also avoided diabetes and insulin problems due to being on the GLPs.
I'm going to get it no matter what. That's just my genetic lot in life. We've done some extensive testing. I'm screwed.
It was my genetic lot in life as well, and I have avoided it. It is avoidable too. You have
I don't think it will be in my case.
You have shitty insurance, and that's part of the reason why.
Well, it certainly doesn't help, but knowing the genetic mapping of both sides of my family, I don't think I'm going to avoid it.
I didn't think
regardless
I could
of the
either.
meds.
I didn't think
even
I
if
could
I had
either.
amazing insurance, even if I could get on all the GLP ones,
Nope.
and I would just be slim and svelte like my 20s.
Nope. You're wrong. Wrong.
No, because it's not weight based.
These are different. This whole thing, the Wegovy and Zepbound drugs are totally a different. This changes the entire game. It has upended this entire model around what it is to be diabetic and insulin resistant and everything. It's not the same. You cannot judge this based on the same way that it was judged 20 years ago. It's not a thing.
My research and my condition with my family history would suggest otherwise.
Everybody's a little different. I get that, but it's not. And I'm not saying that there are one size fits all, because that's why there's 4 different flavors of this out there. So you can find the right one that potentially will work. It's not, you do not have to have a defeatist attitude about this.
No, I just don't want to get my hopes up, because in the case of most of my family, we should have been classified as type 1.5 from birth.
Yeah. And
but not everybody recognizes a type 1.5 from birth, and that there should have been some other things that happened when I was younger to sort of mitigate that as I got older. But
right. And when I was younger, there was also the separation between ADD and ADHD, and now that is combined. They've evolved, and it's a combined thing now, to not discriminate against boys and girls about what is society expecting a boy to do versus a girl to do, and that's based the diagnosis.
Let's not go there. Let's not go
Yeah,
there.
so let's not go there, and accept the fact that there are medications that might help you out.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's worth a shot, but
it's a shot. I see what you did there.
But see, God damn it! Why do I can never remember to load the damn sounds when I need them?
There it is. Okay, yeah.
What? Play it again. I heard nothing again.
I don't know what the fuck wrong with you. It's fine. Did everybody hear the rim shot?
Did a pencil fall on your floor?
Don't talk about my pencil like that on the stream. Jesus Christ.
Tap it very lightly. I hear nothing. Chat, do you hear sound effects from Cheap Daddy? I hear nothing at all.
He's already muted me. That's the problem.
No, I haven't
tired of his
nothing.
blittering on. Where's the shot? Yeah, thank you,
humor.
Buffy. Thank you. You got my back.
You know, if it makes me as felt as Jeep Daddy, I'll give it a whack. But I want to be careful of my sources. And cost is concern, because I know it's a life commitment. I get that. So is being on insulin, for that matter, and that's
exactly.
in my
So
opinion,
which one
even
would you
worse.
prefer? Which one would you prefer?
One that works.
Worked for me. I was
And preferably
genetically
one that
predispositioned
will
to have the
stave-
diabetes too, and become Wilford Woodbury. And if you have diabetes,
If you are suffering from diabetes,
then yeah.
but
Fine.
next commercial, I've got a hover round to show you.
He's funny.
I can't
think
have
he's
that.
funny.
I need that big ass
Okay, no sounds from you, sir.
Oh well, fuck off with my soundboard anyway.
Is it turned down?
No, it's up on it's where it has last time.
Unless
I
it just sounds like a pencil falling on the floor, but I don't know.
Did you hear
I'm
that?
gonna have to come over to your house and poke at your buttons.
Christ
and see
almighty!
what
I'm gonna have to
happens.
fix your
I heard
computer,
that
too.
one. I hear
Oh well,
douche
I
canoe.
don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. You didn't hear that?
It sounds like a pencil fall. That's terrible.
I don't understand.
Sounds like click clonk. That one I hear.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe it's
fucking
just your choice in sounds, and they're too awful.
Those fuck off.
Now,
Those
I'm
are
gonna
the
ask the
built-in ones
question
that I
again.
got
Do you
with
have
my
chickens
board.
yet?
Okay.
Have you loaded your chickens?
Fuck you.
I'm going to be on him to load his chickens. I went out of my way to get him good sounding chickens, including the cutest little peeps.
This is all I hear.
It's going to be a thing every time you use it now. I got people tagging me in the comments saying this is the best part ever. You hit Charlie Brown, and then I just start singing to it. That'll be our shtick. Okay, you know what? Eventually we need to get
The
through this stupid
funds
thing.
from that were exhausted by, I mean, with the
The
exception.
funds were exhausted.
Oh,
she says.
exhausted.
The GoFundMe funds have been exhausted. What did they spend it all on? You think let's take a bet. Do you think she can prove it?
Oh,
I'll bet not. I'll bet
I
she's
am
going to
not taking that
refuse.
bet, my friend.
I'll bet she's going to refuse to have receipts for the GoFundMe. I'll bet you. Or if she does, they're going to be sus.
Maybe I don't know, a couple $100 or something like that.
All we got left is a couple $100 from the $136,000.
Yeah, okay.
Wouldn't you love to have a $136,000 check written to you just out of nowhere?
Yeah.
I don't think I could spend it that fast unless I buy a house. I think I'm going to take some wagers that some money went to lawyers for Laura Owens.
Oh, really?
That's my opinion. Yep. I think I'm going to wager some money
shocking.
to legal representation for our special little youngest princess, Pony Princess. Supposedly, Laura Owens just recently got a new Nissan.
What?
Supposedly, allegedly.
What? Why? What?
Probably because too many people recognize the black Hyundai Tucson they had. I don't know. I don't know why they would get another car in the midst of all this bullshit. Mommy,
I need another car. Everyone recognizes the black car. Just like the black chair. The black chair. They recognize the black car. The black car. We need to get another car. The black chair. We need another car, Mommy. Just like I need another horse. I need another car.
Yikes. Let's see what else she says.
We're all completely exhausted by the time that we filed Chapter 13 last August.
Completely exhausted. So we go from exhausted to completely exhausted, except a couple $100.
That
we're revising what we're saying as we go along already.
That money was used, and in fact, the GoFundMe was started in part to try to prevent this bankruptcy and the
started in part to prevent the bankruptcy is what she said. Is that what it says here? Is that what it says here? Let's see. Does it say anything about this this GoFundMe is started in part to avoid bankruptcy? Shall we? Let's look again, shall
let's
we?
look. Yeah,
let's see.
let's look at the
Ron
text.
Owens. Ron Owens' legacy, blah, 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 blah. Today he faces challenges: Parkinson's disease, health battles, 4 bouts of cancer, which somehow get left off convenient. Colon cancer, heart issues, medical struggles have taken a toll. No, this says medical issues for Ron Owens, not avoiding bankruptcy. I mean, how many more fraud alerts does GoFundMe have to be sent before they shut this shit down? They're committing fraud on GoFundMe, in my opinion.
I mean, some of them, like, these platforms dig their heels in. Like, I saw a news report that just happened to show up on my YouTube feed where Clayton was, like, calling out TEDx to take that fucking video down of LO. And
I think it'll happen eventually.
Currently, they won't. And that made local
I know,
news,
which is interesting to me.
Which was delightful to hear the newscaster say that she was, like, a indicted felon.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny because, you know, Laura Owens, at least I believe it to be Laura Owens, who showed up in my comment section. Don't call her a felon yet. She hasn't been convicted of anything yet. You can't call her an indicted felon until she's actually had felonies. Yeah. Potato. I think that's a technicality.
She's been charged.
It's only a matter of time.
Fucking get over it. Jesus.
You can only be an indicted felon if you've been convicted before, which is why I believe it was Laura Owens making that comment in my comment section.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about that.
We did.
It was a while back. A few months ago. Yeah.
A few months
and
ago.
And one I
an
thought was also
eternity
David
ago.
Gingras. You know, it was like 3 profiles all at the same time within a couple hours of each other showing up in my comments saying, you can't call her that. She hasn't been convicted yet. Well, yeah, I can. It's my opinion. Because in my opinion, she's committed all the felonies that she's being accused of.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like it? Tough shit.
Yeah.
Take a plea deal.
Tough titties.
You're still going to have to confess if you take a plea deal. Even if you only get probation, which would be a sweetheart deal.
You have to fess up to your shit. Like, that's not, you don't just get to, like, plead guilty and then, like, oh, walk away.
But I didn't really do it.
Yeah, no.
She had it coming. She had it coming. She had it coming all along.
Oh, but
And if you'd been there, and if you'd seen it, and you something that I was wrong. Yeah, I forget.
Something I was wrong. Yeah,
something. Wow, something darks.
Christ.
Something
dark side, something complete.
Oh my God.
Chapter 13 that we'd had to file last August to try to get the funds. And at that point, some of the funds from the GoFundMe were used to pay mortgage at that point. Like I say, before we filed the Chapter 13.
So we have admitted to using GoFundMe funds for mortgage payments?
Okay.
Let me reiterate again
Say
that
more,
we
honey.
don't say
Say
we are
more.
using this for mortgage payments. We are claiming. And according to GoFundMe's terms of service, this would be fraud, using funds for things you are not claiming, Know what I mean?
Tisk. See,
it's my opinion it's fraud, at least, because you're being deceptive.
See, in the Jeep Daddy GoFundMe to send me to the security conference that happens to be in Scottsdale, Arizona, I'm going to be very clear about, that's exactly what that's for, not to pay my fucking mortgage.
Not to buy your GLP-1s?
Nah, I've got insurance coverage and I've hit my deductible and co-insurance, so it's all free at this point through the end of the year.
Yep.
Not
Carol
to brag,
says,
not to brag or anything, but
Mom's Biscotti. No, I'm showing it to you right now. We can read it again if you'd like. Shall we read this officially again? This is live right now, this very second. For nearly 5 decades, Ron Owens was the voice that guided, entertained, and inspired countless listeners on KGO 810 AM radio.
Wink, wink, wink.
Today, the iconic call letters will be retired. Well, today, whenever that was. I think she wrote this. I'm not sure if she hosted it or if Laura hosted it or if some other third party decided to host this, maybe Sister Sarah. I don't know. No idea. But someone decided to host this for them. And if anybody's done a GoFundMe knows, you have to give them your bank details to transfer funds out of the GoFundMe into your funding accounts, to your monies. It's not like they just send you unmarked credit cards or cash. Okay, I'll keep reading. As they fade into history, those call letters that mark the end of an era, Ron's legacy continues to resonate deeply. Oh, God, I feel like I need wank music or something. Deeply in the heart and mind. Where am I? Of those who tuned in day to day for his wisdom, wit, and unwavering commitment to thought-provoking conversation.
Okay.
Today, Ron is facing profound challenges. After living with Parkinson's disease for 23 years, his health battles have intensified. He has courageously faced not only Parkinson's, but also 4 bouts with cancer, most recently colon cancer, and serious heart issues. These heart issues strangely go unidentified, but never mind. These medical struggles have taken a toll, both physically and financially, on the man who has been a pillar of strength for so many. God, this is just gross. If Ron's voice has ever brought you comfort, sparked a meaningful conversation, or simply made you smile, now is the time to show your love and gratitude. This GoFundMe is an opportunity for us to give back to the man who gave us 48 incredible years of radio excellence. Every donation, no matter the size, will help Ron and his family navigate this difficult time. There's the clue right there, folks. Let's come together to support a Bay Area legend and remind Ron that his community stands with him just as he stood with us all those years. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and for keeping the spirit of KGO and Ron Owens alive in your hearts. With love and appreciation, Ron's friends and family. God, that's just disgusting.
Pardon me while I just barf all over my keyboard.
Yeah. It's nausea-inducing, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe you're pregnant with twins.
Yikes.
Are your breasts feeling tender? You know, because that's what Laura. I had all the symptoms of pregnancy. I had morning sickness. My breasts were tender. My breast disease. They were feeling a little perky. Okay, more video.
I don't.
Should I just interrupt you and keep going?
Just please go.
Yeah. So there you go, Mom's biscotti. And, you know, I do miss my mom's biscotti. I won't lie. But I kind of make my biscotti about like how she did with a little more flair.
He has yet to invite me over for that, but that's okay.
I could make it at your house, I suppose.
Maybe.
Caro says, bankruptcy legally requires you to disclose how and when you spent money and where, regardless of the timeline, because it's still considered an asset and income within the disclosure guidelines of the bankruptcy. And they don't care. They don't care. The whole point of all this bullshit is to avoid getting kicked out of their house. It's to avoid being homeless.
Right. And losing everything.
really.
And being proven wrong and challenged, their narcissism challenged, et cetera, et cetera. Oh my God, please push play. Let's keep going.
So it was all virtually exhausted by, I would venture to say by May of 2025. So that's why we didn't mention it in the Chapter 13 filing because it didn't exist. It had been used.
Well, transfers that are made shortly before the bankruptcy filing do have to be disclosed. That it's problematic if you did not disclose the use of those funds. I'm going to order and direct that you provide the records concerning that particular issue to Ms. Jaimo so that she has an understanding as to the financial circumstances immediately preceding your prior case and this case, so that her office and the court has a full understanding of the circumstances before the case is dismissed. Because the court does need to make a determination whether best interest of your creditors would require conversion rather than dismissal.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I don't have that sound on my board.
I know, and I didn't load it again. I'm just getting lazy with loading the Stream Deck.
Apparently, I've got some work to do for my buttons.
Yeah. Well, we got to have decent sounds that can be heard without too much fussing.
But at this moment, the court will not make any such determination. And again, the only information I have is that which is filed with the court and that it appears on the court docket. I don't believe I have any communications on the court docket from other parties, only the filings that I've seen from you and the U.S. Trustee's office and the creditor. I believe that's all I've seen on the docket. Okay. Okay. Do you have any questions about the information I'm directing you to turn over to Ms. Jaimo?
If you could just outline it again so that I can take a note on it.
I'm really asking for a full accounting of the GoFundMe account, the monies that were received and the monies that were spent and how they were spent. And so, the whole typical information, what did you get? When did you get it? What did you do with it? Where are your receipts?
Okay. Show me the money.
Okay. The who, what, when, where, why, and how.
Show me the money.
Okay, but again, that was all prior to the Chapter 13. That if we'd had,
but we spent all the money. We're not going to tell you where it went. We don't. It was before we filed it. You shouldn't be allowed to know that, Your Honor.
God, this entitled bitch.
Had those funds, we wouldn't have needed to file Chapter 13. Or
if we had the money, we wouldn't need to file for it.
Well, you spent it already, you crazy cow.
Right.
Oh, Lord in heaven.
Wow.
You mean we have to prove to you we're at it? See, this is why I know they've been hiding stuff with what they've spent with the GoFundMe. I wouldn't be surprised if Douche Canoe got paid from the GoFundMe. I wouldn't be surprised if the first guy, in the criminal thing. What was his name? I've forgotten it already because we're on Christian Looters. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a retainer out of it. And I wouldn't be surprised if Christian Looters got a retainer out of it. And as Momster89 says, it's very possible they're hiding the GoFundMe. Very possible.
They're trying, but
given their propensity to spend beyond their means, I'll bet they've spent it.
Oh God, yes, of course. All that
Because
that's all gone.
How are they paying for all these trips that Laura's getting special exemption from the criminal court for? How are they paying for that? I doubt they're driving it. They're probably flying. Where's that money coming from? Where's the private money for her private criminal attorneys coming from? I don't see Christian and Sarah paying for it, so it's got to be coming from somewhere. I don't think they just have, friendly money trees being shook loose and dollars coming out of that.
God, if they've
I
got
think they're
that, I
paying
want
for
to fucking
everything.
know where those are.
I know. If I find one in Arizona, I'm keeping it. It's mine. Mine.
Not if I get there first.
And let's not forget. Rochelle says it very well. Barry's boot camp. That's a pretty penny every month. Buying a new car, allegedly, a Nissan. They got some Nissan, supposedly. And we're told, rumor has it, it's not a rental. I don't know how people know that, but that's the rumor. Is she flying private? I hope she's not flying private.
Oh my God, that's so expensive. Fuck.
That would be 5 figures.
Easy.
That would be wild. If they are blowing that kind of money, I think I'd fall off my black chair. My black chair.
You have that audio clip, and I haven't loaded it into my board, and I don't give a fuck.
I don't think I've loaded it. I think I'm letting you have it. Yeah, I don't have that one.
So badly. I don't even know where I put it in my storage unit, but I don't give a fuck. I want that black chair out of that house.
Yeah. Let's see. If she had nothing to hide, she wouldn't be stammering like an idiot. Yeah, there's that too. Just as Jack Fox noted in his commentary and analysis.
Chapter 11.
Okay. Well, I hear what you're saying. Some transfers can be recovered despite the passage of time. This case was filed on May 22nd. Where information, what did you get? When did you get it? What did you do with it?
What'd you do with it?
Where are your receipts?
Where are your receipts?
Okay.
Receipts, bitch.
Okay. The who, what, when, where, why, and how.
I love that.
Okay.
Okay, but
I love how she spelled it to her like she's in 4th grade. Yeah.
Again, that was all prior to the Chapter 13, that if we'd had those funds, we wouldn't have needed to file Chapter 13 or Chapter 11.
If we actually had them, she says she had it. They've spent it all. They exhausted it, except a couple $100. So, I love how the judge says, oh, okay, whatever. If we had that money, we wouldn't need to file for lying bitch. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? They're all a bunch of bitches. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not ashamed of saying it. They're a bunch of bitches.
Well, I hear what you're saying. Some transfers can be recovered.
Meaning they can be clawed back. You may have spent it, but we could get it back. We're the government.
Despite the passage of time. This case was filed on May 22nd of 2026, and it could be that if there were funds that were transferred in a particular period, they would be of interest to the U.S. Trustee's office. Okay? And let me ask Ms. Jaimo whether there are other information. I know that I had directed you to email to Ms. Jaimo the information required for the initial debtor interview as well as the 341, and I don't know if that's occurred. I believe that should happen before this case is dismissed. I think we should have a fulsome understanding of your financial circumstances. So I'm going to order and direct that you provide that information to Ms. Jaimo's office. Everything that you're supposed to be providing, you need to provide. So whatever that office is asked for, I'm ordering and directing you to cooperate and to provide that to her.
Your Honor, we were unable to do that. I had presumed that we would be able to get counsel to help us. This was never my intention to file pro se, and I'm very aware of the fact that
we were going to have another lawyer engage in fraud for us.
Yep, my intention. Okay, well, the road to fuck was paved with good intentions.
The road to where?
To fuck.
Where is that in Michigan?
I don't know.
If anywhere, I think it'd be Idaho.
I don't know. Oh my God. Y'all wanted my reaction, and here it is.
There it is. He's grabbing his forehead. Oh,
Christ.
make it. It hurts. It hurts.
God damn.
My
These all dumb
lawyer has
bitches
my
are just
receipts.
like, oh, I can't. Oh my God.
You know, this is what I'm waiting for too. Where'd it go? Damn it. Mom's Biscotti says, I think it would be really telling if Christian motions for withdrawal in the next couple weeks. Christian Looters being Laura Owens' criminal attorney presently.
This week?
I think the day's coming because I don't think they can afford him. I think it's coming sooner rather than later. Should I tell everyone to mark my words on that one too? I don't think they can afford to. I don't think they can afford Christian Looters to take them to trial with Laura's case. I just don't. We're talking well into the six figures. They're going to need a whole nother GoFundMe of $250,000 for him to take her to trial with what, a few terabytes worth of digital evidence. I don't think they can afford the analysis before they even get to trial with Christian Looters. That's my opinion, though. Earlier question answered. You don't live in Idaho. Thank God.
Oh.
Nor do I live in Utah. Also,
Nope.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Hello, fellow smear campaign members. Hello.
Oh, have we got more smear campaign people here in the cohort?
We might have to get buttons made.
We probably do.
We'll get smear campaign buttons and t-shirts.
Smear.
Real men smear. Oh.
Chapter 11 is a very
We've already been down that line of thought.
We have.
We won't revisit it twice.
exhaustive chapter to go into as a pro se
Exhaustive
litigant,
chapter.
and that was not our.
Yes, Carol. Yeah. His retainer was at least $50,000 or more. Yeah, I'm sure it was. His hourly could be upwards of $500 to $1,000 an hour. I would say he's somewhere in the middle between that. I think I looked it up once. I want to say it was about like $850. I'm trying to remember. I saw some reference. Maybe I'm confusing it. It could be someone else, but it seems to me he's close to $1,000 an hour. How do you afford him with all that data
I'm
coming
in the
through? There's
wrong
not a
line
chance.
of business for fuck's
Even
sake,
with
Jesus.
paralegals, I see no way how they could afford Looters Enterprises. Well, that's not the name of his practice, but never mind.
Hooters legal practices? What? Oh,
Christian
never mind.
Looters. Well, it's
Oh,
not spelled with a T. It's spelled with a D, I think. But never mind. That's a minor detail. Dana. Hi, Dana. Why Hyundai? Forgive. Lexus fan. Used to work with Anheuser Mechanics. Lexus engine, 300K miles, still driving. Hey, that's fantastic. Lexus is a good car. I can't quite afford one. I bought a Hyundai because
They're
that's
expensive
what I know.
Toyotas.
Yeah, they're expensive. Sexy Lexi is how I know them. You know, it's a sexy Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. South Florida Thrifter says, I agree. I think that's why Sister Christian hasn't traversed the terabytes. Yeah. Yep. It does, they didn't get into it in the last criminal hearing, why he was having issues and why the state needs to provide him a hard drive and why the state needs to give him a list of exhibits that they're likely going to bring to the trial or, part of pretrial or whatever. I think that's the actual answer is they haven't paid enough money to spend that kind of time on the case. That's the logical answer in my head. We're talking months. Because it's taken the state like a year to build this case. They could spend a year combing through all the data.
Oh, yeah.
A year worth of expensive criminal attorney, that's like $1 million. Let's be honest.
At $850
That's $1 million.
Christ.
It's $1 million to spend a year combing through that crap to build a defense case. He was brought in. They were hoping to negotiate a plea down to nothing is my anticipation of why he was brought in. It hasn't quite gone that way because, someone's defiant and probably wants to tell her truth. And I'm all for her. I'm all for her getting on the stand. Go to trial. Laura Owens. Do it. Do it. We want to hear you, Laura Owens. Go to trial.
Yes. Let's get you all on the fucking record.
Tell your story.
Our intent was to be able to get counsel, and we have been unable to obtain counsel.
Well,
And
you know your financial circumstances best, and so you should be able to reconstruct that information and gather those.
That's not an excuse. You know your finances, or you should. An attorney's not going to change that because you have to provide them information.
Mm-hmm.
Tell it, Judge. Tell it. Tell it. speak to me in soft, soothing tones how much you don't believe this crazy bitch.
Records to provide it to Ms. Giammo.
But you're
SFT is racking up all the charges here. It would be Echoes is right number 5 if Sister Christian quits suddenly. I don't think it's going to be quit suddenly. There's going to be motions though. I think we'll know before the next CCMC if he's going to hang around a little while longer. Now, if he hasn't received his full retainer, I think he's going to disappear. I think he's going to bounce sooner if he doesn't have the whole kit and caboodle of money. I would be surprised. I would be shocked if he did this on contingency. It would be stupid, in my opinion. But you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, I for a long time, I thought Douche Canoe was doing it on contingency.
The fucking Douche Canoe.
Yeah. You know, lawyers get to choose how they want to run their practice, and sometimes some of them don't make smart choices, as we all have learned very, very well. Good evening, TX. Good evening.
Nice to see you, TX.
She's been busy today, too.
Oh, my God.
Your Honor, I'm unable to without
Your Honor, I can't do my own finances.
Adequate counsel.
Without counsel. I need someone to help me, in my opinion, to commit fraud and cover up all of our assets for us.
If I had been able to do that on my own, we would have continued this on our own.
Right, but you filed this case. You filed a Chapter 11 bankruptcy case. You have not yet paid the full filing fee.
They still haven't paid their filing fee for the bankruptcy in full yet.
Tisk. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Oh God.
You know, I wish I could do like Kevin McAllister in squeaky voice.
That's a worthy sound clip we've got to find.
I know. Well, yeah, I think we could get away with it.
Probably.
I think we could.
And once you're under the jurisdiction of this court, you have to abide by the United States Bankruptcy Code
Yes, ma'am.
and its rules and requirements. And I'll tell you, one of the most important things about the Bankruptcy Code is it requires absolute transparency. And that's the concern of the court, is that the schedules and statements here compared to the prior schedule statements seem to indicate a lack of transparency. And so
tell it, Judge.
As a participant in the system, you have certain obligations, and I'm directing you to fulfill those obligations. And when we return for the next hearing, Ms. Ramo can give me an update and let me know what she's been able to learn. And it could be that a dismissal is still the recommendation and it will be the course of action. But it's not appropriate to file bankruptcy and park in bankruptcy and obtain the protections of bankruptcy and yet not fulfill the obligations. And so.
Oh my God, that's so fucking brilliant. Oh my God.
Poor old defenseless debtors. Our daughter has autism. My husband Ron has been suffering with Parkinson's for 25 years. We have no money. He's had cancer 4 times, including colon cancer. He even has some kind of undisclosed heart disease. Your Honor, you're supposed to give us pity and mercy. We are just but poor old people who are just trying to do our best with no money and trying to give our daughter, our autistic daughter, Laura Owens, everything she deserves and everything she's entitled to because she's our special horsey princess. You have to let us do what we want, Your Honor, or I'm going to have a Laura Owens shit fit for the next 5 days, and I'm going to report you to the bankruptcy, what would that be called? the U.S. Complaints Department for Bankruptcy? I don't know. Whatever I can go full Karen on to complain about you not giving us Owenses what we rightfully deserve and what we are owed by you, Your Honor.
Okay, was that enough?
I'm just going to keep pushing buttons.
That's okay. This is why I keep
My
insisting
God.
you get the chickens.
Fuck! Oh my God!
Am I gonna have to start leaving you sticky notes?
Maybe.
Load the chickens. Load.
Okay.
See, you've even got Swedish Chef and here's the chickie.
Here's the chicky.
I mean, I went all out getting you chicken material.
You did, and you know what? Don't discriminate against my brain. It had prioritized other things.
I know. It's just your spicy level for the day.
My poor brain.
Have you ever considered electroshock therapy?
Fuck off! No, I have good drugs for that shit.
Oh, I couldn't help it. It just kind of popped into my head.
I know what. I just don't know how that could have popped into your brain.
Because I almost got talked into it, but I had just enough good sense not to.
Thank God.
Was IB leaving?
Maybe.
If you're leaving IB, good night.
Good night. Thank you so much for joining
So
this.
long, farewell. Oh, we're not there yet. We're almost done. Though. We're almost 2/3 of the way into this
We're
stupid
almost
thing.
there.
Yeah.
Again, that is your obligation. You filed this case. You undertook these duties and responsibilities, and now I'm directing you to cooperate.
I love it. Tell it, Judge. Tell it.
All right, Ms. Jamo, anything you need to add?
I love that.
I just want for clarification, Your Honor. So the noticing of the hearing on the motion to dismiss, at which we'll discuss what happens in the interim, is that something that the court is going to notice out, or are the debtors required to do that?
The debtor should be noticing it as a Chapter 11 case. Let me ask the court and deputy if there's any provision for the Chapter 11. Generally in Chapter 11, those debtors undertake the noticing. Do they do that at all? Or do they do that?
They do, Judge, but we can if we need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's talking to the court quick. Talk about the calendar.
We're going to take a look at the master mailing list.
Okay.
Just a moment.
I love it. Just Me 2020 says the judge is officially annoyed.
Goddamn
Oh, she was
fucking
annoyed
right.
like 15 minutes ago by this crap. Judge is over it.
About 20.
That's fine. The court will go ahead and notice out the hearing on the motion to dismiss. Okay, so the court will take care of that. We've got access to the master mailing list of creditors. And so the court will go ahead and notice out that hearing. Ms. Jaimo, I saw that you had continued the 341 to July 16th. I don't think that gives us enough time because this is, if I recall correctly, a 21-day required notice. Just a second.
Find the minimal times to delay.
Mm-hmm. Judge is serious, shuffling the papers.
Yes, it's 21 days under Federal Rule of Bankruptcy Procedure 2002. It's a 21-day notice. So let me turn to Ms. Hall and ask for a hearing date and time, please. Enough for the court to utilize the BNC.
Yes, Judge, that will be Thursday, August 6th at 2:30 p.m.
So that's Thursday, August 6th at 2:30 p.m.
August 6th at 2:30 p.m.
Mark your
Any
calendars,
questions
folks.
or concerns from you, Ms. Naylor, or Mr. Owens?
Well, I'm a little bit
I don't understand.
confused, so I have to send out
What?
What? You mean I didn't get what I want? Okay, she tells us more.
the notice of dismissal or what?
So the court will do that for you. The court will send out, it's highly unusual in a Chapter 11 situation. Generally, the debtor or debtor's counsel sends out the notice of hearing. The court will do that. The court has set the hearing date for August 6th at 2:30 p.m. The court will send out the notice for creditors and parties in interest who might wish to attend within.
Judge, you're going to notify people? That's not what I wanted. I wanted you to side with me and not even have a hearing.
Just blindly. Don't bring in those other people.
These people are psychotic.
And that notice will also be I'm advising folks if and when they'd like to file an objection when that's due. And this will give Ms. Jaimo an opportunity to receive the papers that the court has directed you to give to her in connection with the IDI and the 341. I'm not going to hold those deadlines in advance. You were previously ordered.
She's not gonna let it go.
Good.
You don't get any freebies, Mama Owens. Start packing your bags. Get those U-Haul boxes. You know what? You got a shit ton of full boxes in your garage still. Better start shuffling those to somewhere else.
Yeah, and Diesel Daddy ain't gonna fucking help you.
Mama doesn't get it. Hang on. Mama doesn't get it.
To provide them, you haven't provided them. From where the court sits, you're currently in contempt, ma'am.
Where the court sits, you're currently in contempt, ma'am. That should make her shit her pants. She should be changing her depends.
God damn.
I mean, the court could sanction her, boom, right there if they wanted to.
Yes. Fuck.
You done effed up. Done effed up, Mama Owens, and you pissed off the
you're
judge.
Fucking finding out right now. Let's go.
Oh, this is the FO of the FA.
Let's do it.
And we're not even at the end of where this could go. I'm so here for this.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
Do you understand that you're sitting in contempt of court right now, you crazy bat? I don't think she does.
No.
I think she's just giving the answer the court wants to hear.
Yeah. 1000%.
This should make anyone sitting in front of a judge wet themselves at the least.
I would. If I heard a judge say that,
I'd be going, oh fuck, I could be going to jail tonight if I piss this judge off anymore.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if they do that
to walk out. I have wet parts all over. It's like,
I don't know if they do that in bankruptcy court if someone's held in contempt far enough where they would, file, have a bench warrant. I don't know if they do that with bankruptcy court. It'd be fun if they did, at least for these people. They certainly do in other courts. You piss off the judge, you get contempt. They'll fine you. They may even haul you away to the bars in the back room. I think these people have kind of earned it.
We could only be so lucky.
At least the women has. I still have a very tiny shred of sympathy for the old man. He can't fight these women. He's too feeble.
Oh, those women had him by his shorties many decades ago. Let's be real.
Some people have speculated that Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens trapped him the way Laura has tried to trap other women.
Yeah.
Laura's tried to trap other men, I mean.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't be surprised either. She was young. She was trying to latch onto somebody to take care of her. She got lucky. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Nope.
I mean, obviously she's a plotter.
Well, and she clearly tried to teach her daughter to do the same thing. Yeah. Oh, let's go after a famous person. Like Elizabeth got
Icarus.
She got radio personality, which was appropriate for her generation, and so she's teaching her daughter to go after.
I don't think as best as I could find, other than because I dug into her past a little bit. A kind subscriber to this channel sent me some news clippings of her.
Oh.
One of which being in high school, the other of which being when they got married. I don't think she was on the air professionally until the early 80s. Because they're not going to let a child who sounds like a child on the radio, number one, especially not in a male-dominated market. Her.
Yeah, well, when did they get together?
That number is not solid. She tells a story that they met pretty early on after Ron started at the station and she was there.
Okay, so she got
then she's revised it saying that they didn't start dating for several years. She moved there right out of high school. She got the hell out of Albuquerque. I think something happened in the family that got her the hell out of Albuquerque and moved to San Francisco. I don't necessarily think it was a booming job offer per se, because I don't think she was on the radio right out of high school. I don't believe that for a second. I just don't. She doesn't have the experience and she doesn't have the developed voice.
No. But to Shanta's point in chat, he might be in on it, but I don't.
He's aware.
I think he's aware.
He goes with the flow because he can't fight it.
But I think like that's how that generation and I don't mean to shit on older generations too much,
They're
but
going to be ageist.
fuck off.
No, it's my show.
They didn't know because they didn't have the internet. They didn't have this freedom of information flow to try and figure this out. And Laura, Jan tried to instill the same playbook in Laura, and she found a target in Mike and Greg and Clayton, and they're hip with the thing, and they put it out there, and it's like, nope, look at this bullshit. I'm not gonna fucking do that.
They were married in 86, according to TX. That sounds about right to my recollection.
I just feel like that was the playbook for then. And
she was still working after she gave birth. And then she decided she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom about the time Laura was 6, if I'm not mistaken. She got out of radio, probably because they didn't find her very good. And what I was able to find of her radio career of radio call checks, on-air checks is the term, where there's some recordings of her being on the air. She wasn't that great. She wasn't memorable. She was just someone that read the news at the hour. It's like, well, so what? That's like just, listening to anybody read the news on you may or may not know who they are. And then she got out of it in the 90s when Laura turned 6, which is an odd time to decide to be a stay-at-home full-time mom.
Right. Yeah, I think my point is that she tried to give Laura the same playbook that she used to coerce Ron. And Ron
Allegedly.
he didn't know any better. I'm speculating. This is my opinion, my perspective.
Oh, I'm convinced she's a gold digger.
So she tried to give Laura the same playbook of what success looked like in this sort of thing.
Yeah, because they're very success motivated.
Because she had her own flavor of success with Ron. And then the flaw in that entire thing, they did not they didn't accommodate for the information age. And Greg, Mike, and Clayton all knew better or had advice to say, oh yeah, no, we're not going to go there and expose the shit. This is where that changed. It changed between that generation and
it was certainly
this
a
generation.
generational shift on how you learn and process information. Sure.
I can't hold my own parents or my own mom to like how she sees the world because she was raised in a certain vintage. Like the fact that she can text as good as she can is freaking brilliant, and that's great. But she's not the zillennial, the Generation X / like on the verge of millennial that I am, where we know how to play in the woods and yet still love our tech and video games. Like that's not her life. Shit has changed. So if my mom gave me a list of things, I'll be, this is how you do, that's not going to work in 2026.
Nope.
And I feel like the way that this sort of shapes up is Jan was giving the 1970s, 1980s playbook to Laura, and she went off and tried to run the same playbook without adjusting for it being 2020 something. And it completely went fucking sideways on her, and they didn't know how to compensate for that.
Well, that, and because of that, she came off as a weirdo. As a litigious, obsessed weirdo. Oh my God, I'm not getting the reaction I want. I need to sue them to shut them up.
I'm going to sue the fuck out of them, and
I can't let this get out. Then it'll ruin my chances. I mean, it's the weirdest hush campaign.
Because of the internet and because of all of the resources that are available, it's really easy for Clayton to go back or any of these other victims and say, well, I have all the receipts. Because it wasn't just some random phone call where I used my rotary phone to fucking call somebody. It was, no, I actually have screenshots of the fucking texts or the emails or these stupid fucking blog posts that are just, God, they just hurt my fucking brain so much. But
don't think about them too hard.
I try not to.
I know we've killed some brain cells. It's like, reading Laura Owens Medium articles is like sniffing glue too much. You just start losing brain cells.
This is more or less why I send the robots after them. You have your vote. Yeah, have all your opinions about the robots that you want to. I'm just going to make them do all the fucking hard work.
It's Jeep Daddy's better living devices until he gets a houseboy to do it for him.
Listen, Twink number 2 probably needs employment.
You know, I find that it's interesting to me they're still fighting the good fight publicly. It seems like it's a facade. Yeah, they're still advertising stuff and warehouse sales, but
they've had their shit repossessed. Like what's left?
I don't know why that's not out there, but you know, front facing is different than internal, right?
I guess they're trying. Is he still
I'm gonna hit
making
play again.
video?
Can I hit
Is
play
he still
again?
making videos of shit?
Not that I've seen. But I haven't gone looking.
Yeah, maybe that's a side quest I can do. I don't know.
Okay.
He needs a job. He's going to need a job. I need people to come here and wash my fucking coffee cups. So, you know.
I thought you hired out for that already.
No, I don't trust them to do that.
Oh, okay. Because they're delicate? Never mind. Doesn't matter.
You're delicate.
Okay. Yes. Very delicate, especially on the inside. My soft gooey center is very delicate.
You've heard it here live, folks.
Any other questions or concerns, Ms. Naylor or Mr. Owens?
None for me.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Jimo, anything further?
None for me. I mean, the day will. He's probably hoping the day will come soon. It's like, get me out of here. Can I punch my card, Your Honor? Just get away from this.
I want out.
I'm sorry.
I would love to know what he's thinking on the inside. You know, if anyone we haven't heard enough from is the poor old man. But from what we have heard, he completely buys into all the bullshit too.
He's bought into all this shit too. So you know, how
It's
culpable
like,
is
damn, is he a prisoner of his own his own cult of the women in his life?
Yes.
Seems very possible, especially when he relies on them a little bit.
In my opinion,
yeah.
Sorry, Ms. Naylor, did you have a question?
Well, the foreclosure
does.
date has been set for July the 28th. And I have filed some objections with the lender to the mortgage lender to
Filing objections to the mortgage lender. Yeah, what does the mortgage lender have their own little court that you put in the file? Come on. I'm filing objections to the lender.
see what can, and I would like to hire an attorney to handle the foreclosure. So I'm just wondering about.
She wants
hire
an
the attorney with
to
what
handle a
fucking money?
foreclosure?
What fucking money do you
How
have to
does
hire?
that work? Paging foreclosure attorneys. Paging foreclosure. What court? The court of Jan Black Owens, doing business as Elizabeth Ann Naylor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. As TX says, WTF is a mortgage objection.
Yeah.
Chase Manhattan Bank, I object to you for closing on our house. We are
the poor Owenses, and my poor husband is dying, and he's got Parkinson's, and he's had cancer, and he's got unnamed heart issues that he could drop dead any day, and my poor artistic horsey princess daughter is special needs and has bleeding from wherever, whenever she needs to go to court. You need to have compassion, Your Honor. You need to give in to us, Your Honor. We are the Owenses. You need to give us what we demand, or we're going to have a shit fit. Give me what I want. I'm a fucking Karen.
Oh my God. TX has just figured out the plot now.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we could sing in harmony. Although, you know, have you noticed it's hard to sing with these things? The pitching just throws me off.
We would have to coordinate that a little bit.
That would hurt. Oh. I mean, I would probably have to turn on monitoring and just trust that it works, but never mind.
How those dates coincide. My
Yes, exactly, Colorado Canadian. She said she did not say they were going to hire a lawyer. She said they wanted to hire a lawyer. Very distinct.
Wanted to.
I think Jack Fox pointed that out too.
Hope was to retain outside legal counsel to resolve the debts with the mortgage lender and also the unsecured creditors outside
My
of
intent. My intent. I
you're
haven't
going to
done
pay
it,
with
but
intent.
it's my intent.
Got it. Okay.
The pathway to hell is paved with intent.
Yeah.
Chapter 11. So that was what I had hoped to do before July 28th. So with this date being set of August the 6th, I'm a little unclear about the overlapping.
I don't really understand your question. I mean, the court has set a hearing on August 6th, and you said you have a foreclosure on July 28th. So
Yes.
I bet I don't understand what your question is. You stated facts, but what is the question?
The question is, if the hearing is set on August the 6th, how does that impact foreclosure on the 28th?
Your Honor, can't we stay living in our house until after that hearing? We don't want to be moved before then.
Yeah, you stupid twat. It doesn't change anything.
She's hoping it will. But Your Honor, you said a hearing after the foreclosure date. Can't we stay here longer? I mean, shouldn't we be allowed to stay until after the hearing you've just scheduled, Your Honor? That's what she's asking for.
There's no...
Dana. Jack Fox has already commented on this. Go look it up. It's great. He zones in on some things, as Jack Fox is wont to do. But they are brilliant. I debated playing some of that because it's, parallel good stuff. But I wasn't going to poach him just yet. But go look up Jack Fox, Never a Truer Word, here on the YouTubes. And you can listen to his excellent, as always. Jack is just a genius, I swear to heaven. He's a brilliant man. I wish I had some of those skills. I think I could make myself a little bit more marketable. I think that's how he pays the bills. It's magnificent. But go check out his commentary on this very hearing. It's great. Fantastic.
Okay, well, Jeep Daddy needs an interval, so you keep
going.
Go
have your interval. We're getting to the end of this.
Well, I know, whatever.
Go on.
Yeah.
Asked if the stay could be continued.
We want to live here forever, Your Honor. Can you continue the stay? And I love the response. And it's too bad Jeep Daddy's taking his headphones off.
I see what you're asking is if the court would be inclined to extend the stay that's temporarily in place.
Correct.
Is that what you're asking? Okay.
Correct. Just
to
allow us to sort through all of this.
Ms. Jamo, do you have an opinion?
Yes, Your Honor. The U.S. trustee objects to the extension of the stay. I mean, this is precisely one of the reasons that the U.S. trustee considered the case to be filed in bad faith and an abuse of the system. I believe that the debtors have not paid their mortgage to the tune of $191,000 of arrearages.
Sweet baby Jesus, $191,000 in arrearages. That's a lot of monies.
And while they're seeking the benefit of the stay, they haven't complied with the obligations of the bankruptcy court to justify getting the benefit of the stay.
All right. Do you wish to respond, Ms. Naylor or Mr. Owens?
Shelly Taylor with the $5. Thank you so much, Rochelle Taylor.
That will be a no in Judge Simpson voice. That will be a no. I should clip Judge Simpson. I should get some of that because that's some good stuff. That'll be a no. I need it. I need to add it to my collection because that's what the court is saying. And that's what Queen Jennifer is saying as well. We object, Your Honor, to these bitches staying in their house and being allowed to live there rent-free and not paying anything back. So that's a no from us, too. That's 2 against 1. I'm sorry, madam. That you can't have that. So, tough titties. Better start packing. Tick-tock, tick-tock. The 28th is going to come quickly this month, I have a feeling. That'll be a no. Thanks again, Shelley, for the $5. Thanks so much.
Well, we have filed letters with the mortgage holder. We believe that there are very, very serious issues that the mortgage holder needs to address with regard to this, and we've filed lengthy letters with them and are waiting to hear back. We've been told that we will get a response.
Your Honor, we're writing letters complaining to the mortgage companies, and we're hoping that maybe they'll write us a letter back, but
so we're kind of waiting to hear back as to what will happen there.
Okay. Well, there's two things in play here. Number one, if you have issues with a mortgage holder and
Jan thought she'd won her over, says no thanks MK. But nay, there's no winning over of Judge Queen Madeline C. Wensley. Oh my goodness. Danger, Owens is you're in trouble. The ring wraiths are after you. The mortgage wraiths are coming after you. It's terrible. Sauron is going to devour them. Oh, well, it should be the other way around, shouldn't it? Because they're going to go poof, they're gone. It's going to be problems for the Owenses.
you are making claims.
She wrote a lengthy letter, but did she send it? That's a good question, Colorado Canadian. Did it get mailed? Is it certified mail? Do we have evidence that it was in fact mailed? We could all be suspicious of that one, don't you know? Yeah. Oh, let's see. What did I saw something. Shanta says, pack up all those dog dresses and the black chair. And Jeep Daddy hasn't loaded that yet. See, he's getting behind.
Or assertions to them or about them, that's completely separate and distinct. That's not occurring in this court. So there's really nothing that this court can do to help you with those transactions.
Too bad, so sad. There's nothing the court can do to help you in that, and they really wouldn't necessarily want to help you either way.
Actions with your mortgage lender, and I think you're communicating directly with them, so I believe you understand that.
I'm not sure we are communicating directly with them. I mean, it's been very, very difficult to get to the people that we really need to get to. That's been one of the issues. There seem to be a lot of folks at play here. We get told one thing by people that we have spoken to on the phone with the mortgage servicer, and we get the very next day we get a letter in the mail saying you have options, we can modify things. So it's been very much up in the air. We get
We're getting mail saying we have options, but we don't really do anything about it.
Oh, they're just not the options that you want, honey.
So TX was telling me you put your earbuds in. I wasn't paying attention because you're like that big on my screen. Were you listening? Were you listening in?
I was listening.
Oh, okay. Then good. Excellent.
Yes.
So what did you think about getting the smackdown about just, living free in the house? Wasn't that great?
That was brilliant.
Well, this is almost over. Should we just finish this off?
Let's go.
And then you can chime in.
Bill that says that the monthly mortgage is due, and then we get another thing in the mail saying that all of the arrears need to be dealt with. So we really have been trying very, very hard for.
We're trying so very, very hard, Your Honor.
Oh my God, very hard. Oh my God.
We're trying. We're trying. You can't do anything bad to us because we're trying. We really, 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 really are. We're trying. We've got 1,000,000% trying here. It's like 100,000% positive pregnancy proof. Really, 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 really trying.
For a long time to get this resolved and to get something in place so that we can move our lives forward. And
can we move those lives forward to incarceration, please?
Yes.
As I say, we have uncovered things that we feel are violations that really need to be addressed before.
Oh, they feel they have violations from the mortgage lenders? What? God, the entitlement of these people.
Incredible.
Your Honor, we have feelings that we're being taken advantage of by the people we took money from, and we refuse to pay them back, and they probably don't like us, but
a foreclosure could take place.
to the extent that you have claims or issues with the mortgage holder or the servicer, and I know sometimes it's difficult to understand,
Deb Peterson asks, when did they purchase this house? I believe somewhere around 2021. Big Tiff Dog is the one that keeps all those dates in her head because she's just absolutely screened this stuff to the finest microparticle of evidence. I don't retain all those details, but TX confirms that. So there we go.
Yeah, I can totally look it up. It would take a while.
September of 21, but I'm not totally sure. But they were already in over their heads even before they bought the house. They had very little money left over from San Francisco. They overspent from the beginning.
Who to speak with, in particular when servicing is transferred, it can be a bit of a challenge. But it sounds like those are issues that you have to take up directly with them. There's nothing pending before this court. This court can only rule on and consider the matters that are directly in front of it by motion or otherwise. So I can't really speak to that situation. And to the extent you want to assert claims, those are generally the types of claims that are asserted in federal court, outside bankruptcy, at the federal district court, or at state court, or injunctions are obtained in state court before foreclosure. So I can't really speak to your situation with your mortgage servicer. I think you'll have to continue to deal with that and find a way to connect with the appropriate individuals or to assert those claims in a proper forum. This is generally not that forum in bankruptcy court. So I'll answer you that. With respect to the pendency of the automatic stay, I have to agree with Ms. Jamo that at this time, there's no basis upon which this court should continue to extend the automatic stay. It, by operation of law, should have expired on or about June 22nd or June 23rd. The court did take the extraordinary step of looking at Bankruptcy Code Section 105 and to temporarily extend that stay so that you could perfect the papers that you've already filed with the court and participate in your 341 and participate with the initial debtor interview. And unfortunately, those things have not occurred. The papers have not been amended. The U.S. trustee has not received information for the IDI, the initial debtor interview, or the 341. And so this court can no longer continue to extend the automatic stay. So to the extent that your motion to dismiss asks this court to hold deadlines in advance, the court declines to do so. And again, that motion is not technically before the court anyway. But at this time, during this hearing, which was set on a status hearing for your motion to extend the stay, the court's going to deny that requested relief. I cannot find on this record that there has been clear and convincing evidence, which is the standard, but I cannot find that there's clear and convincing evidence of a change in circumstances between the dismissal of the Chapter 13 case and the filing of the Chapter 11 case for the reasons that we discussed at the prior hearing. So that is the order of the court. I will put that in the minute entry, which will be signed and circulated, and the court will also undertake the noticing of the motion to dismiss. And if there's Ms. Jamo, so what I guess what the court would be noticing out is the motion as filed. And then if the parties want to work out the terms of their written stipulation, then that could be presented at the hearing. Sometimes that itself is noticed out, but it doesn't sound like you're ready to have that noticed out. Is that fair?
That's fair. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think that the best thing to do at this point is just to have the motion to dismiss noticed out, see what kind of response, if any, or what responses are filed. And then also in the meantime, I can better evaluate what our position should be in light of the documents I'll be receiving and the testimony we'll be getting at the 341.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, I think that concludes all business on the court's docket here today. We've set a hearing on the motion to dismiss on Thursday, August 6th at 2:30 p.m., which the court will notice out. And that notice will be given to all creditors listed on the debtor's master mailing list. And we'll take that issue up then. With that, I'll ask one more time if there's any questions or concerns. Ms. Jamo?
Yes, just one thing, Your Honor. I just want to clarify for the record, the deadline by which the debtors need to provide our office with the, number one, the accounting of all the GoFundMe funds, and two, all of the documents that they already are on notice of being required to produce as part of the initial debtor interview. May I suggest that the deadline be set no later than Friday, July 10th, because that gives me sufficient opportunity to review the documents before the 341 meeting.
So that is, I was just going to look at a calendar. That is a week from this Friday, which seems like it should be a sufficient amount of time. So Ms. Naylor, I'm inclined to embrace Ms. Jamo's suggestion of Friday, July 10th to provide the documentation.
TikTok,
bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it's hereby ordered.
Okay. Okay.
I wonder if her sphincter was puckering a little more right there.
Everything was
That
puckering
no later
at that
than
point,
Friday,
I would
July
imagine.
10, the required documentation for the 341, the initial debtor interview, and the GoFundMe accounting shall be provided to Ms. Jamo's office. We previously discussed that I would like those documents emailed in electronic form to her office. And that will be the order this time. Anything further from the parties?
No.
All right.
Nothing from the U.S. trustee. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. We're adjourned. Good luck.
Good luck. Which might be judge speak for go F yourself.
Oh my God.
Isn't that delightful?
That.
Isn't that delicious? Isn't that exquisite?
I wish I had all the popcorn.
My precious.
God damn.
So she's got till next week to make some paperwork. Let's see how fast that little arts and crafts division of their house can make some paperwork.
My bet, I'm going to put a handful of chips on that they will absolutely just not do it and come up with some sort of song and dance excuse.
Oh, yeah, that would be the first option.
So hard to get a document.
Oh, our daughter had a problem. Oh, Ron had an emergency in the hospital, and we just didn't have time, Your Honor.
I was so hard to do all the things. I can't. I couldn't do it. It was so hard. Oh, we had a lame horse.
It was
Ron has gone into premature labor. He's having twins. He's having an emergency C-section.
Oh my God.
What are they going to come up with? See, that's half the fun.
I know.
Now.
I really want to. Yeah,
It used to be. Well, maybe it still is to a certain extent. Okay, what are they going to do? Yeah. And how can the people we're concerned about get ahead of it before they actually execute their next insane plan to delay? Now, well, at least with the bankruptcy, I'll leave it to just the bankruptcy. With the bankruptcy, it's like, oh, what will this be funny? Will it be entertaining? Or will we just be kind of yawning because we've seen this before? I hope it's something new and creative.
You have more faith than I do.
I know, like, oh, I don't know, maybe an airplane falls out of the sky in their house and they have emergency house damage.
Maybe it's one of them going to be those blue bags of airline shit that's going to fall and like
could be too.
Break into the house.
Well, you know, they were talking about how they had storm damage to the house, and some other people local to the area were saying, "What storm?"
Yeah.
Huh? I don't know.
Anything.
Maybe they had a dust storm from Hurricane Laura.
She has quite the vortex of whatever.
I like what Mom's Biscotti said earlier. And Mom's Biscotti. See, I could have used some biscotti tonight. That would have been nice. I had a what do you call it? Like a handheld chicken pot pie thing. It was just kind of quick and simple, and I had a big lunch, so I didn't need a big dinner. But Mom's Biscotti says, I bet you Tiff is right. I bet Jan files a lawsuit against the lenders thinking it'll buy her time. Newsflash, I don't think it will. Don't think it will.
I doubt it.
Don't think it will, because, you know, her suing lenders isn't going to slow the court down. And as you heard, the court has disinclined themselves to acquiesce to her request of continuing the stay so that they could live there in perpetuity.
Oh, just kick this down the road.
Tony
all the
Marie's
way.
going to share the tiramisu. I've got some chocolate ice cream with my name on it tonight. Just a
See,
little bit.
I need the low.
I'm not sure if I'm worthy of 2
that.
scoops or 1 tonight. You need the what version of this?
The low carb.
Oh, of the ice cream?
Yes, they make it.
You know, I tried it once. I
It's out
didn't
there.
like it.
A little goes a long
And I
way
have
with that
actually
stuff.
haven't seen it recently.
No, I've got some in my fridge. I think it's been in there for months. It's probably not great,
Oh.
but
It's probably getting a little crunchy and icy.
might be a little crunchy.
TX had Otter Pops. Those bring back memories. But
Oh, boy,
I'd much
do
rather
they.
have ice cream than just like high fructose corn syrup, sugar flavored, artificial flavored thing. I mean, I loved them when I was a kid, but you know, now that I got problems, I got adult problems. I can't have those. It's just too much concentrated sugar.
So and
I like
and,
to spread my sugar around a little bit.
and TX, like I'm not worried about calories. I'm worried about carbs and particularly sugars and added sugars. So
Those sugars.
that's my downfall.
Damn those sugars.
Yeah.
That's so problematico.
It is.
See, I'm just scrolling through chat a little more. The never-ending story, says Deb Peterson. I think it will be a repeat, another medical emergency. Yeah, they've got so many
probably.
options now, you know, that they've played over and over and over again.
A medical emergency,
Just-
an ADA request that can't simply be fulfilled. I don't know, whatever other protected thing they're going to try and come up with.
Yeah, it's true. Finding real ice cream, and I mean real ice cream, is difficult today because it's aerated, this, that, and the other with extra stuff and things in it, mostly things. And yeah, I mean, really the best way to get real ice cream is to make it yourself.
Correct.
And
Now,
damn, is it
I
good.
do have.
Do you have an ice cream maker?
I have a KitchenAid,
Oh, you could do that if you've got
and I
an
could
insert.
totally get the ice cream maker attachment because KitchenAids can
I
basically
didn't
do
know that.
anything. What?
I'll bet my KitchenAid's too small.
Do you have the 5 quart
No.
or the 6 quart?
No, it's small. It's like a 3 in or something.
That's not a KitchenAid.
I was bamboozled. I got a cheap one and I went, shit. I got the wrong one. I should have gotten the Artisan Pro, like I was looking at from the beginning, and I didn't. I got the smaller one. It was the biggest bonehead move I've ever done.
So, TX, mine's not that old. It's maybe 6 or 7 years old. But my mom's was, and I think it's still going. I think it's like 35, 40 years old.
Oh yeah. The older ones were good ones.
They were. Now, the new ones are good ones too. Don't get me wrong.
They're not as good as they used to be in my home.
Well, yeah, because the old ones were made by Hobart rather than Whirlpool and, all of that. But
Even TX says that. Don't buy a new one. Yeah, I know. I made that mistake of buying a little one and a new one, and I talked
No, I
myself
got
into a
the-
little one because, I've got a tiny little cubby hole kitchen and I can't have a big one. No, that was stupid. I have
yeah,
plenty of room.
that's dumb. Just make room for it. I have a 6 quart, like the old school with the handle, like there's no, the top doesn't lift up like some janky ass shit. It's like you,
Good night, Deb. Thanks for coming.
thanks. But yes, mine is more of the old school tradition, and I think it'll probably last quite a while.
Yeah, at some point. I mean, to be honest, I haven't used much of my KitchenAid in recent years.
I haven't.
I don't do half the baking I used to because adult problems.
Well, I don't do half the baking I used to, or even a tenth of the baking I used to, because of my switch to sort of like low carb.
And you
know.
can't really make that shit on your own because you've got to have like the science.
Well, and I'm not afraid of the science.
It's concocted in a laboratory.
Well, okay. there's two things. One, almond flour is real, okay, but it also has a different consistency. So when you go to bake with that, it has a whole different deal. And if you're using like monk fruit or anything as a sugar substitute, that sets up real weird. I made when my a couple 2-3 years ago when my mom was here, we picked a bunch of wild blackberries and we made wild blackberry jam and jelly. But we used the monk fruit instead of sugar. And where the monk fruit sort of like clumped together, it made it sort of like crystally, sort of candy-like, but and so the rest of it was sort of just like pureed blackberries, which was fine. I fucking devoured that stuff with like keto-friendly bread and peanut butter and like, God damn it, I'm hungry now. But
I know
it wasn't the thing that I would ever give to my friends. It did not meet my grandmother's standard ever.
That's a tough standard too.
Oh, that was
grandma standards are tough standards. Even my mother's standard. My mother knew her way around a kitchen. Her standards were tough standards. Believe you me. Especially her cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. Robin, we used a pectin that was specific for non-sugar recipes. So we tried to find the right combinations of the things, and it wasn't bad. I think it was more of the sweetness with the monk fruit and the way that it settled up when it was warming up and cooking. So if I ever have a chance to try this again, which I'm sure I will, I want to try it with like a stevia or Splenda sugar substitute rather than
I would
the
lean
monk fruit.
slightly more towards the stevia than the
I would too. I gotta, I don't know. There's more experimentation to be had. And
coconut flour pancakes and waffles. I have not experienced that yet.
I don't know about the coconut flour part.
I have not
I
seen
know that
coconut
it's good.
flour around here.
I know that it's good. But almond flour
sounds expensive.
Yes, of course. It's very fucking expensive to eat healthy in this fucking country. Yeah. But yes.
What else we got? When you're ready to get stevia. Okay, TX is going to hook you up, I guess.
Sounds like it. I will definitely be reaching out when I have the bandwidth, the mental bandwidth to experiment with this again. I will absolutely reach out. Right now, I'm just trying to make like Echoes interrupted me cleaning and washing all of my coffee mugs.
And as you can see, it was such a difficult thing for him to do. He's in agony not spending time cleaning his kitchen. I mean, I need to clean my kitchen too.
Yeah, about to say, don't throw stones out of your fucking little glass house or your glass cubby hole.
No, it's like my snow globe. Are you kidding? It's a very tiny one. It's a keychain snow globe.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Yes, TX, I totally understand. We have chatted. I totally get it. But at some point, like, I like baking. When my ex and I were together, like, I would absolutely be the dessert guy and making like handmade, hand-kneaded scones, like oat and vanilla scones, like a Barefoot Contessa recipe. I made another one of hers that was like a dill and cheddar scone, and they were fucking good. I made a double layer chocolate coffee cake with like a coffee icing that was in the middle and also on the top.
We do like the Barefoot Contessa though, don't we?
Yes. So,
and I'm making these things for my gay husband, Jeffrey.
I made this for Jeffrey.
Oh, the poor woman.
Yeah. So yes, I can bake. I actually really enjoy it. The thing is nowadays, because I'm flying solo and the batches I make or the recipes really like have a yield that's pretty good. Like, well, okay, what do I do with this shit? Do I just eat it all? I can't do that because I'd get back up to 300 pounds. Like, I can't do that. I can't do that. So I'd have to foist it onto Echoes, and then he'd just be angry
Then
at
I would
me
get
for
300 pounds, and I don't need that
and he'd
either.
just be fucking pissed.
I'm
So-
squishy enough. I'm way too squishy. Sigh.
Yeah, let's sigh. But
Let's sigh. The family.
maybe
thunder
one of these
thighs.
days I'll pick it back up, and we'll do the things again. But
Yes.
in the meantime,
In the meantime, I love sort of the lingering comments. This is a good one to end on, I think.
In a world where drama continues, where bankruptcies are filed unendingly, and the court goes, not today, Mama Owens, not today. Will the scrappy pro se Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens doing business as Jan Black, but not in this bankruptcy. She's doing business as Elizabeth Naylor. Will she attempt a federal or state lawsuit? Or will the horrendous filing fees be an obstacle? Or will they be stupid and try to sue the lenders? Or will they be stupid and do some other shit that we haven't thought of yet? Stay tuned, because you never know what will happen in the Owens verse.
All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll see where this goes. We'll see what happens next week, because the 10th is coming quickly. Is that
the
next week?
chaos.
Is that right? 4, 5, 6. Was that next Wednesday? Is that right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Wednesday or
Midweek.
Thursday?
That's fine.
Something like that.
Yeah.
TikTok. TikTok, Mama Owens.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
If she's naughty, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse.
Speaking of naughty. But yes.
Yeah. All right, everybody. You
All
know
right.
what? How about we end on some bankruptcy nonsense, because that's always fun.
Oh, let's do it.
We've got a douche
Haven't
canoe
really-
in memoriam, right? Essentially.
Bless
You,
his little
you hit the
heart
red
anyway.
button and hit bankruptcy, and boop, it goes away.
Just goes away.
It'll
Just goes away.
never get old. It'll never get old.
Could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
In the end of the video, you were talking about, Laura, I hope that you never pay Clayton. You could file a bankruptcy. Either way, there's no legal requirement for you to post bond if you don't have the money to be collected. Didn't Laura admit to having $200,000? Where did that money go? What do you mean she doesn't have any money? You don't want her to pay? You're telling your client, hey, ignore this payment of $150,000.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
Laura does not have any money, okay?
I mean, I haven't ever in my life had like a 1099 or W-2 job, really been supported by my family.
Her income has basically been destroyed, and she blames JFC for this. She says that JFC has, harassed her podcast advertisers to the point that they won't work with her anymore, and her income is basically zero now. And she never said that she made $200,000. What she said was that was what the podcast made, and she split that with her mom.
Testified on March 1st, 2024, that the horse business, Quartet, made $144,000 of income, and that was split between you and your mom. Do you recall testifying to that?
So the $200,000 that she said at the trial, she no longer has for whatever reason.
She was saying that was her income from the podcast that she was doing with her mom.
But you didn't report that on your bankruptcy, your sworn bankruptcy.
Her income is zero, basically zero. Her assets, they are what they are. Clayton is entitled to go and look for that. Dude, he can collect his judgment all he wants.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
I said to her a while ago, just if you file bankruptcy, you don't have to deal with this anymore. You just push that red button on your desk that says, boop, I'm done, bankruptcy. The entire case goes away. Clayton's ability to do anything to her in court anymore stops the minute she files bankruptcy. And she won't do it. And she said, I'm not going to do that as much as it would bring her relief.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
But don't say that I'm encouraging her to ignore an order. she's not sitting on 10 million in cash and I'm just saying to her, go hide that. She doesn't have the money.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
Don't say that I'm encouraging her to ignore an order. I said to her a while ago, just if you file bankruptcy, you don't have to deal with this anymore. You just push that red button on your desk that says, boop, I'm done, bankruptcy. The entire case goes away. Don't say that I'm encouraging her to ignore an order. If you file bankruptcy, you don't have to deal with this anymore. And she said, I'm not going to do that, as much as it would bring her relief.
But you didn't report that on your bankruptcy, your sworn bankruptcy statement.
And she said, I'm not going to do that. And she said, I'm not going to do that. And she said, I'm not going to do that.
David was my attorney. David signed the pleading.
The fact of the matter is you authorized him to sign attesting that this was truthful, but it turns out it's not.
She has become a friend. I talk to her often. I have spent a lot of time with her, way more. I mean, you guys have no knowledge that I do as far as contacting with her personally.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
I talk to her often. I have spent a lot of time with her.
David was my attorney. David signed the pleading.
I have spent a lot of time with her.
The fact of the matter is you authorized him to sign attesting that this was truthful, but it turns out it's not.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David? 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 David?